This is Biff Strange. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Creativity Talking. I'm the engineer, as you well know, and welcome to Saturday Nights Live with the Vaj. With Jason just waking up, making the show just in time, and Rob Armstrong, our brother from another mother, hanging out tonight. Episode 143 in 1883 and current events. Thank you, Biff. Jay, what's happening, man?
What's going on, man?
Not much. Hold on. I have to figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong here. Yeah. Little rush into the show today. I was a little discombobulated trying to get the, done.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
And there's Jason, as we know. Hold on. I got to bring up.
Yeah.
That's when he sees the food bill. And then we have... photographer extraordinaire, our brother from another mother, Roberto Armstrong. What's up, dude?
How's everybody doing?
Oh, pretty good.
I'm representing.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. I'm let's see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's where Johnny Cash used to record. You know.
Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no wonder. Dude. Holy cow. You know, sometimes we just get old.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
If we're lucky.
If we're lucky.
Right?
Exactly.
If we're lucky. Oh, see? Yeah, so
All right, for first things first, what's everybody drinking?
okay. All right.
Let's get that out of the way.
Jason's drinking Diet A&W root beer.
Yeah, man.
That sounds
Apparently,
good, man.
there's a more of a pussified drink than Busch Light in a soda form.
I can always amaze you, man. Trust me. I got a few up my sleeve.
Yeah, can I have a pack of Carlton Ultra Lights?
Oh, you mean Virginia Slims?
Yeah. Yeah, the toothpick with the wrapping on it.
Hey,
Vagina Slimes.
I was rocking and rolling this afternoon, man, but I had to,
Yeah, I was like getting nervous, like, because usually, because before we do the show, we hang out in the green, we hang out here for like 10 minutes. So
right.
everyone, and then it was getting to be like 5 minutes too. And I called Jason and it goes to voicemail. I'm like, oh shit, he's sleeping.
and
because he, his schedule's all screwed up. So
yeah.
like, so I text, I call him like, when I talk to him, I'm like, I don't know where Jason is. He's missing in action, but Rob's coming on. So, that'd have been funny. We just should have said, like Jason showed up. I'm like, thank you for the show, everybody. Good night. Have a good night.
I'm like, what time is
What
it?
happened? Right.
Oh, man.
So, we're going to talk about 1883 tonight, but I've been addicted to Peaky Blinders.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you went back and started it? Because I've been like waiting. I mean, I watched it back in the day, but did they start the new episode yet or no?
Well, I watched like the first like 3 episodes, like right around where, it was right around the time where Ray passed away and it was like too heavy. I'm like, I got to watch like Rockford Files or the Munsters or something, just it was too, I didn't want to poison the show because of the violence, Yeah. But it's amazing, man.
Oh, it's a great show. Yeah.
And then I only thought there were 4 seasons because I don't,
Yeah.
And then I read an article and like season 6. And then I went back to where I watched it. I'm like, oh, I've got 2 more and there's 6 episodes season. So I had like, so now I'm on season 6.
Yeah, COVID like frigged that all up because they were supposed to have like the new seasons out, and then I don't know what's up with it now. I guess
the new season's up, and then I guess after season 6 they're doing a film.
Oh, they do have a new one up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Okay, well I gotta.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I haven't seen it in like 2 years. It's been.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's such a great show.
Yeah.
But 1883. And I don't know where my picture went, dude. I was like rushing. But so what happened with you guys this week? What's going on? Oh, I'm drinking Maker's Mark, by the way.
I figured as much.
In a Caldora's glass. Cazadores. Yeah.
I have I got some bourbon, then I got some scotch after this. So
I also have a Foster's Australian for beer in the fridge if I knock down this little
Australian for beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like that.
What?
The Australians don't like Fosters.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty funny.
Fuck them. No, just kidding. No, everyone from Australia I've ever met's been really cool. New Zealand too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know. So what's up with you guys this week?
Working.
Yeah.
I got 2 books in though. Hey, one thing, if you're like trading your life for $1, at least if you can like cram audiobooks during the day, you
Might
get
as
something
well.
else to- yeah. So I did Neil Peart's book on Rob's recommendation. I did Ghost Rider. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that's a great book.
Yep. And then I just finished Seawolf. Jack London. Went back to some of the old classics.
Jack Seawolf. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Had to let the cat out.
Is that what they call
I
it?
thought that was code for something. I'm like, I thought he was gonna rip one. Let the cat out. So you had a thing going on the other night there, Rob, with your photography. You want to tell them?
I did. Buddy Guy was in town, and
Fantastic.
I was trying to come up with an article for the Long Island Sounds blog, and I started thinking about it. It's like, I've seen this guy 7 times. I
Wow.
think he's aside from Trans-Siberian Orchestra, I think I've seen him the second most.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Nice.
met him 3 times at the casino.
Excuse me.
Then the first time I saw him, he still had hair.
Right.
So that was that was back in 94, 93 in that area.
Yeah.
I think it was just when Damn Right I Got the Blues.
Damn Right I Got the Blues.
Yeah,
that's
yeah, when
great.
that came out.
Yeah, Mustang Sally's on that album.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And Damn Right I Got the Blues.
Right. Great album. I think
That
that's
is
his
great
best. I think that's his best album.
I like
I'll tell you another tune I love. I don't remember off the top of my head what album it is, but Cognac with Keith Richards and Jeff Beck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, I saw him at Hulu Theater. It's the small theater over at Madison Square Garden. He opened up for Jeff Beck.
Wow.
So that was the only time I ever saw Jeff Beck.
Mm-hmm.
They have to stop naming these fucking amphitheaters, man. No one know. I don't know where the fuck a show is. I don't. What the fuck is Hulu? What the fuck is Interstate fucking theater?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's
what I mean?
money. Yeah. Naming rights. You're paying for it. So
Right.
You're gonna say no to money? You're gonna jump the shark?
Yeah. I'll be like, yeah. Like, fuck you. You pay me $10 million and I'll name it.
There you go.
But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's annoying.
Oh yeah.
It's like, how big of a fucking corporate whore do you have to be that you're, you know what I mean?
Well, see, that's the thing too. It's like, it'll never be Morgan Stanley theater or instead of Madison Square Garden, they'll call it the Garden, but it'll never be
Right.
Morgan Stanley Garden or anything like that. It will always be Madison Square Garden.
Well, just like people go, oh, it's the Willis Tower. No, fuck you. It's the Sears Tower. It's always going to be the fucking Sears Tower. What you talking about, Willis?
So
No, it's the Sears Tower.
yeah, there's some things that you just can't rename.
No.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for like a big, just spray thing across the Grand Canyon, like Prudential Canyon.
Paramount.
Yeah. Well, 1883 in Yellowstone, which Rob, who used to be in Riot, really loves Yellowstone.
Yeah.
And it's funny we haven't heard from him, but every episode we mention that Rob loves Yellowstone.
That's funny. The funny thing is I started watching Longmire.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah,
My
before
brother dug it, too. I've
Yellowstone.
never seen it.
It's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what Hart started the whole casino, the casino in Western, the modern day.
Well, yeah, because they all use the. We talked about this before. They all use the model
right
of Longmire.
So if there's a Native American element, now there's a casino manager.
Yeah.
There's the native sheriff.
Yeah.
And then the strong arm.
Yeah.
But they use the same, but okay, it's a new what do you call it? Trope.
Yeah.
But it's good because it's new.
And it all started with Walking Tall.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. With the Rock and what's his name?
Well, actually, the original one back in the 70s,
Well,
they had
yeah,
with the casino and everything. But yeah, the Rock, kind of brought it.
Mm-hmm.
the original was it Joe Don Baker was in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, the funny story with him, you remember back when we were in school, there was Carlos and Pepe's Mexican restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was bussing tables there a couple nights a week, and he came in and ate one night. And I was like,
Oh, no kidding.
dude was huge, man. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I heard that he was.
Yeah.
Him and I think John Wayne was quite tall as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I had a window open.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. And the sidewalk is literally right next to, so you hear people walking their dog or, whatever, but.
Getting it on or whatever the case may be.
Do people just randomly fuck on the sidewalk? Or
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have sidewalks here.
Oh, I think someone stopped to have nuptials on the.
They're having relations.
Right?
Yeah, there's an empty field right across the street. Tell them to fucking get stepping.
Yeah, they're letting the cat out.
Shit. Nice. So, did you guys see that Bill Maher thing I posted?
I did. That was great.
And I get hot and cold with Bill, but just because when I've seen him, when I saw him live, there's a weird thing about comedians. They're either themselves or they're acting.
Oh yeah.
And he acts.
Yeah.
So like it's off-putting because I've seen him live because it doesn't really show up on camera, but when you're there, you see that he's acting.
Does he use cue cards and stuff too?
Well, he had a prompter.
Oh yeah.
Because he's doing a monologue, but
Right. Yeah.
But like you can see the disconnect, the I don't even know what you call it, but you can tell.
Yeah.
In his performance that he's,
right.
acting rather than just being. But anyway, so he went on this whole thing about cancel culture, and Bill's one of the few people who actually speak up when the left does something stupid because otherwise they're silent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone's a white supremacist and evil and a Nazi and blah, blah. Meanwhile, there's like $1 million fine for the election. Hillary Clinton gets fined. Shh. Campaign manager gets fined because the Russian dossier was fake. Hunter Biden story comes up. Oh, the laptop's real. How do you know it's real? Well, there's been 4 FBI cases assigned to it for fucking since before the last election that you guys wouldn't cover.
Yeah.
And like all this stuff, they've canceled people. People have lost their careers, their income. YouTubers, their channel, all their content's gone.
Yeah.
No.
Journalists have been awarded.
It was part of an
Pulitzer
impeachment.
Prizes
So here's the thing that I'm interested in. If they use that in the impeachment hearings, that impeachment goes away. And Congress is in contempt of themselves because they knew that it was fake because all the intelligence agencies told them it was repeatedly, but they kept on going with it.
Right.
So it doesn't matter who's in that office or whatever, but that's just bizarre,
Oh yeah.
And the fact that they're not covering it, it's like, oh look, Ukraine.
Right.
Hey, wasn't Hunter Biden in the
Right.
Ixnay.
Ixnay on the stripper with the idk? Ixnay on the aping ray of the Eastnay. Dude, the shit that's in that laptop. Anyway. So someone was sick at work today, right? And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? And this is one of those people who's after everyone to get fucking 17 fucking shots, right? What
Oh,
are you
yeah.
doing here? I have a cold. Prove it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? If you were worried, and you come here sick to a
Yeah.
restaurant,
Yeah.
I'm like, stay the fuck away from me, because if I get sick, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, really.
You know what I mean? It's cold, I'm sure, but you know what I mean? I was like, 30 feet away all fucking day.
Don't even come close to me.
So these people who are complaining are now coming to work sick and fucking just,
Right.
I'm like, a year ago you wanted to send people to fucking camps.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
yeah.
fucking dick.
Morons.
Now they're like,
Yeah, funny how that is.
So is that gone away?
Give you some money and some menu.
Is that
Huh?
all over, by the way, now? Or I haven't heard anything about it.
yeah. Isn't that funny how like the
Have we
whole
moved on?
okay, here's the virus. And this just in, war with Ukraine. Sorry, messed my rug up.
It's called a toupee.
You know. No, it's called the what is it? A
Merkin.
Merkin.
Merkin. Yeah. When Jason gets drunk, he thinks he's saying Merkin, but he's like, I'm American.
Yes, you are, Jay.
Look at him. Look at his chin. He could be a Merkin. Totally.
Oh yeah.
He could like be a Merkin for like someone from like 1780. Oh, Queen Victoria.
Starring Jason Clark as her crotch.
Yeah. Holy moly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look at that.
Merkin.
Liberty
Wow.
Dollar.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, the crackhead down the street, he was fucking passed out, and there was like 3 of them around him. No.
Oh, right.
No, I was going through moving some stuff around. And
My crackheads never pass out.
this
Those
must have been
fuckers always
Seth's because he scratched out the thing like the like Two-Face did on his coins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably what it was. Because the other one he didn't. Uh-huh. Oh, this one's from 1889. Speaking of 1889, let's go
Wow.
talk about 1883.
Let's circle
Okay.
back.
Right. So the other thing that was going on with this thing is Sam Elliott had an interview, and someone asked him about this Australia or New Zealand filmmakers Western that like whatever.
Power of the Dog.
Yeah, I didn't see the movie.
I saw part of it.
Didn't
Hold my interest.
I don't see. I like Cumberbatch, but I don't see him as a cowboy. So I was.
Much less a gay cowboy.
Well, I mean, they can. I don't care if they're gay or not. You know what I mean? But but apparently, like the comment was, oh, what do you think about da 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 as Western? And saying, and said the death of is basically saying that the the Western doesn't work. It this that and the other da da da, and insulted the genre,
Yeah.
of Western films and television. When dude, there's a Western channel. I mean, Westerns will never go away.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now at least they're becoming, more realistic. At least they're showing some side of the other side,
And real Native Americans.
Yeah, not just like, oh, run, smoke, fire. Yes, sir. That's the same thing that they're doing now with like, hi, I'm gay. We don't care.
Yeah.
Are you, just get on with the character like they announce when they walk into the room. I have 17 gender. Dude, fucking get on with the story. No one fucking cares. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's the same thing, because if there's a gay guy in the show, it's the typical, stereotypical gay dude. They're not doing anybody any favors. That's like, the movies in the 40s and 50s. Oh, yes, sir. I'll be right back. No. It's the same shit, man. And people are like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Like the thing Rob sent me earlier in the week is this comedian, and it's very similar to what I say frequently. Like, dude, How are you going to be offended on someone else's behalf? Fuck off.
Yeah.
I am so offended that they said a joke that I don't get. And it's against them, and they're not offended, but I am. Because
Yeah, I'm
as
offended for you.
a 5-year-old white woman, I know the black experience.
Dude, shut the fuck up already.
I know it.
Shit. God. Dude, it drives me fucking crazy. It's like
The world drives me crazy.
if they want to say something, whoever they are, let them. You
Yeah.
shut up. That's fine. It's just an opinion. You know, it's so crazy, you know?
Yeah, that's what Bill Maher was saying.
Yeah. You know, what else is he saying in that thing? It's
Cancel comedian culture.
yeah, they're trying to cancel comedy. And you know, people, oh, you can't joke about that. Yes, you can.
But the ironic thing is what he was talking about with George Carlin. He goes, I like going to colleges because you got a free mind and people want to hear that. And, you know, it's kind of an escape to
Right.
comedy. And now you can't do that.
No, because everyone's so fucking uptight they can make diamonds in their asshole.
Yeah. And then that guy that used to write for
Christ,
Saturday
man.
Night Live got physically
Dude,
got
college
removed from the
people
stage.
were supposed to be the most free time of your life, and now everyone's so fucking you know, they're just making diamonds in their fucking sphincter.
Yeah.
It's
That's
great
crazy.
word, man.
You know, and it's like, oh, you can't joke about that. You can't joke. What? Like, you know, I like all the edgy comics, but the edgy comics, they're not making fun of, they're not racist, they're not sexist, but they'll cross the line. Why? Because people don't like talking about shit.
And they're comedians.
And if
That's
you're
their
going to go
job.
around and tell people you can't make fun of some, it's time for everyone to say, okay, children, because that's what it is. We have a bunch of spoiled kids running the fucking around, and we have to say, you know what? No, you can't go to the concert. You can't do that. Stop with your bullshit. No one fucking cares. No one's offended. You're going to waste all this time because you could have just turned the channel or not clicked on a podcast.
Yeah. Or don't go to the show.
Right. You know, like those people in the Dave Chappelle show.
Yeah.
You know, we were even talking like, oh, hey, I bet you it's the people in the fucking third row that, you know.
Right.
And it was totally, we're like, bah, found out the next day.
Yep.
It's the fucking
But, you know, they're like, oh, you can't
activist mentality.
who are these arbitrators of what you can and cannot do?
Oh, I know it. Exactly.
Who the hell do they think they are? It's like, hey, it's funny. People need to laugh, man.
Especially
if
now.
comedy goes away, because the jesters are the ones who point out shit that's fucked up in society, and they're the ones who can get away with it because they use humor to point out something that's very obviously wrong. But now you have people not wanting to have conversations, and they don't even realize that they're the problem.
Yep.
Because if you don't have conversation, how are you going to learn about anything? You know what I mean? They just want to dictate and tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Dictate.
What, you know, yeah, right. Hey, out of my dictate. Yeah, I just think it's, you know, I don't know.
No, it is. It's ridiculous.
You know,
it's out of control.
Let's just say, can you imagine if I got so upset about cancel culture that I fucking wrote a book about it?
Imagine that.
Coming out Easter Sunday, Reboot Jesus. Satire on the two things people hold most dear: the media and Jesus.
This podcast brought to you by.
This broadcast brought to you by Vaudeville Press. So
I'll drink to that.
It's very interesting, you know. And people are like, and you know, one of the reasons why I wrote a book about it, because no one can fucking comment.
Right.
It's like, shut the fuck up, quit doing whataboutism. Well, in 1974, dude, what does that have to do with this McDonald's cup? You know, well, it was styrofoam. No, just talk about, you know, it drives me crazy. It's all what. So anyway, so that's the only way I could literally just, here's my opinion on it in a joking form. This is why I think you guys are stupid and acting like children. And here you go.
Yeah.
You know, if they want to comment on online, that's great because I'm not reading it
Yeah.
because I don't have to.
Well, not only that, but I think you're smart enough to know that there's going to be people that's going to critique you anyway.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I can give a shit.
Exactly.
But what's very interesting is, you all right there, Ron?
Fuck them.
You're doing something with your eyes. I didn't know if it was the lizard thing.
I'm a chameleon.
Rob's a reptile. Hey, we didn't know we had a changeling on the show here.
No, actually, my stepson is here, and I got my headphones on, so I can't tell if he's knocking or if he's going to open the door. But the bathroom's on the other side of my door here, so I wasn't sure if he was poking his head in or not. Yeah, no, you won't hear that, but
right. Whoosh.
Oh, Archie.
Archie, what about Gloria?
Oh, stifle it.
you ding
That was
that.
a great show, man. I love that show.
When you could be racist, when racism was funny.
Right.
Yeah.
And you
Well,
can laugh at it.
Yeah, you could laugh at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not at the meanness of it. Of
No, you're right.
This,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh God, or like Blazing Saddles, one of the greatest movies ever, man.
Oh, totally.
Couldn't make that movie nowadays, you know.
Right.
Well,
Someone
I-
ride into town and get a shitload of dimes.
Classic.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The sheriff is near.
It's Steve Monet. No, wrong movie. Sorry. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
So 1883.
The Honorable Governor, something Lepetime.
Louder. The honorable. Yeah. 1883.
Riding into town.
We'll get
a
to it at
whooping
some
little
point.
womp.
Yeah, we'll get to it at some point. You know, it's also a Western, Blazing Saddles.
Exactly.
Right on.
Where the white women at?
Where are the white ones? Are you a black man? Yes, I am. Then I am awake. What a great pairing, on-screen pairing.
Oh, yeah.
Totally not the movie it was supposed to be.
No.
Because it was supposed to be Richard Pryor, but the insurance company
Right.
wouldn't insure the movie. So they
Right.
found Cleavon Little. And then the other guy who was playing the cowboy was supposed to be like sober for like 15, 20 years. Is like a famous old drunk fucking cowboy actor, right? And he has a fucking, he tied one on and had a heart attack on fucking set day one.
Oh boy.
Wow.
And Mel Brooks is like, please come out on the plane. And he came out the
Did
next
Gene
day.
Wilder?
Yeah. Because he'd done the producers and then he was doing a play with
yeah.
Anne Bancroft at the time. And he called me, he's like, please. And so Gene Wilder flew out. And that was that. And dude, you couldn't ask for a greater chemistry on screen,
Yeah. My supervisor last week, was it last week? Must have been last week. It said, what was the first movie you saw in a theater? And I couldn't think of what movie it was because when we were kids, my mom took us to the drive-in.
Oh,
So
awesome.
and I saw Blazing Saddles at the drive-in. Saw
Right.
Jaws at the drive-in.
Yeah.
I saw Star Wars. I saw Star Wars at the drive-in.
Yeah, I remember my first movie at the theater. Jason, do you?
I don't know if I remember the first one. I remember some of the. I saw the original Star Wars. That was probably one of them.
Gotcha.
Convoy with Chris Christopherson.
Got yourself a convoy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
first one was Planet of the Apes with Charlton Heston
Yeah.
at the Tivoli Theater. I mentioned that in the Ray thing, but
Yeah.
dude, what a great, yeah, that movie. And it's based on a French book.
Oh yeah. I think I saw that in the drive-in too.
I saw Up in Smoke in the drive-in when I was like 9.
Right on.
Like, I don't know what I'm on a date with my sister and her boyfriend or whatever.
Up in smoke.
The
Then,
third wheel.
yeah, saw a bunch of stuff. you know. But I remember the big deal growing up on New Year's. It would be planned okay on New Year's Eve because pizzas weren't like now, where you can just there's 10,000. No, there was one pizza place in town,
Right.
usually
Yeah.
that delivered or whatever. And you're like, okay, we're gonna order pizza after the show, so you're gonna get popcorn, a movie, and pizza, and it's New Year's. You know,
Stay up late.
and then you can go and rent a couple videos and watch,
Yeah.
Bert Kirshner's fucking what was that show?
It must have been a
Bert
Midwest thing,
Kirshner's was it it was the live concert show on the weekends, Rob. Remember that? Bert Kirshner's
Not the midnight show.
Special. Midnight
Yeah.
Special, right? Yeah. But yeah, so every year the Bronson movie came out. Where his wife gets killed and like he's like this avenging fucking.
It was like Death Wish. Right?
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
like,
The Death Wish
yeah.
movie. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was great.
And they came out on every fucking New Year's Eve.
I'd like to rewatch like some of that old '70s stuff, man. That was great.
They redid Death Wish with Bruce Willis about 8 years ago, and it was actually pretty good. And Vincent
was it?
D'Onofrio played his brother.
Yeah.
And actually, that one was probably his last good movie.
Yeah.
Because I like Bruce, so I'd watch, and then you could see like he made a deal with like some, Mel Gibson has it too. These old action guys, they'll show up for 3 days, make $1 million a day. They get key billing, and then they can get the film distributed because they're in it.
Yeah.
So, and it's pretty cookie cutter, but it's all like, same kind of shit.
Yeah.
And you could see Bruce just like not bringing it. You okay there, Ron? You need to cough?
I'm having an asthma attack.
Oh shit.
Are you really? Go get your sprayer, dude. Your thingy. You got your thingy?
The the whiskey went down the wrong pipe.
Ah.
Now I can't breathe. Give me a
Well, we're
minute.
not going to make you laugh, so we have to sit here so you can that you're okay. Bro.
Yeah, my windpipe is like that.
Ah. Damn.
But yeah, I took a that bourbon hit me pretty good.
Apparently, it almost fucking killed you.
It did. I'm serious.
Oh,
My windpipe just opened back up. I couldn't breathe there for a good 45 seconds.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad I noticed. Holy shit! We had to call 911. We almost had to save one of our show people.
I'm perspiring.
Right?
I thought you were looking shiny down there. I was like,
Yeah, I had to mute myself because I was coughing,
yeah,
and then I couldn't inhale after I coughed.
yeah.
So I'm good now.
Drinking's dangerous, kids.
All right, carry on. Yeah,
Okay. Just making sure, man.
yep, I'm good. Thank
Everything
you.
else will wait. Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that.
To your health.
Yeah. Here's to not choking to death on the show, Rob.
You guys made me laugh at the wrong time.
Oh shit.
That's one way to get Buddy Guy on the show.
And
Yeah,
Vince, you're like, hey Rob, what's that Bert Kirshner show? And Rob's like,
911 911. Holy shit! It took me a while because I saw a face that Rob never makes. That's why I'm like, dude, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm trying not to laugh at you guys.
oh man, good luck.
I had to put you on mute so I could cough, or put me on mute so I could cough.
Nice. Yeah, so those Buddy Guy pictures, man, pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
yeah.
you. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I am eyeing one of them. So We shall see.
All right. Yeah, put him up.
Buddy Guy's the man. But
Yeah, it's really weird though because it's not it's not 90 minutes of music. He'll come out, he'll stroll out,
yeah,
he'll step up to the microphone, then he'll look around, and then bink, and people go crazy.
yeah, it's a blues show. Yeah.
And then he'll just stand there, and people will go crazy.
Yeah.
And then he'll go into the mic, and people go crazy. I'm just like,
it's a buddy, man.
And he'll do that for like 10 minutes, and people eat that up.
Yeah.
And it's just, and you know, trying to take pictures and stuff. I'm like, dude, you're not giving me anything. You're just standing there. Bink, bink, bink. And then he turns his guitar upside down and rubs it on his belly. People eat it up. I'm just like,
I always thought that was funny because he's just making fun of the hot shots, you know.
yeah. Yeah. And then his rhythm guitar, backup guitarist, he's a monster too. He came out and did a solo. I forget what song that came on or they played, but he came out and did his solo. And he had a ZZ Top strap, so he took his guitar and did a 360. People went crazy.
Yeah, and ZZ Top were not the first people to use it.
Yeah,
it came from a blues band. Some old blues player used to do it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I forget. You're right. I forget who that is though, but yeah.
It was probably Larry Graham, wasn't it?
It sounds familiar, yeah.
But yeah, but yeah, Buddy's band is good, you know.
Yeah,
Buddy Guy. He's the last guy left.
He is, yeah.
So I mean, he could sit there and park the microphone and people, but you know, he delivers.
Right.
But you know, sure, does he stretch out the show and save himself 4 or 5 songs? Yeah, but you know. But he's entertaining people, and people are digging it, you know. And dude,
and that was one of the things.
On the road how old is he? 85.
85. Yeah.
Buddy Guy's 85, and to be touring, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
And
I'd be like, honey, pass me the popcorn.
You know.
I was making my rounds to different positions in the theater, and I go down to the one section and I'm down on my knees on the aisle, you know, trying to get the angle. And I'm like, something smells nice.
Oh, is someone smoking marijuana?
So I looked at the guy on my left and like, oh, it smells good around here. He goes, yeah, you got a good seat.
Right. Nice.
And so he says, he said something about Buddy. He goes, you got to get pictures of Buddy. This might be the last time you see him in this theater. I said, yeah, you're absolutely right. And yeah, that's why I want to be here. I said, I was at when BB King's had closed down, when he closed up the venue. He goes, I was there. I'm like, no, not with BB King. Go, no, his theater in New York City, or the showcase, and I'm like, yeah. I said, yeah, I was at that show. I shot that show too. He goes, I was at that theater. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So then I could get back to the show, and I took off. But he seemed like a nice guy. But he's right, because it's like, guy's 85 years old, might be the last time he plays at that theater.
Sure.
So again, my 7th time seeing him. So
yeah, I forget what month is Buddy's birthday, but he plays Buddy Guy's Legends Chicago like all his birthday month. So I want to see Buddy Guy before he passes at his own.
Oh sure, yeah.
House, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that would be because who did I get? Man, who was it? Howlin' Wolf? No, it wasn't Howlin' Wolf.
Muddy.
Man, no, it was someone on that level, and because I'm old now and I forget shit. But he was opening up for Ray Charles.
Don't make me laugh.
Right. And it was, but someone on like the stature of Howlin' Wolf. It wasn't Howlin' Wolf, but it was someone that you would be the next one or two people you would mention after Howlin' Wolf.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And I can't fucking remember. And that's why I wanted to see the show. Plus, Ray Charles was the headliner. So, dude, we get there. My dad's never been to a concert.
Oh wow.
I mean, he's been in nightclubs. He was a nightclub Vegas performer. I mean, he's been to shows, but not an outdoor fucking concert with fucking 50,000 people, you know.
Yeah.
So that was his first concert. So I took it for my dad's birthday. And this is at the Chicago Blues Fest. And we were sitting down and like right before the show starts, we regret to inform everyone so-and-so passed away in his sleep last night in the hotel on Michigan Avenue. Filling in for him is Guitar Shorty. And then the band played. And dude, that guy, he was 65 at the time. He's playing behind his back. And he's in heels like James Brown, like and he's going all the way up into the crowd. Yeah, and this is like 25 years ago.
Was it Hubert Sumlin?
Yeah. What's that?
Was it Hubert Sumlin? He was like that.
Oh, it's Guitar Shorty.
Oh, Guitar Shorty.
Yeah. And he was just like cruising, you know, and like everyone who was there I never saw that. You know, usually they go a few rows if they do, but dude, at Blues Fest when everyone's fucking hammered like that and it's a free show, like security can be kind of lax. You know what I mean? So it was pretty cool that he did that. But anyway, I wound up seeing Guitar Shorty like 6 times after that.
Cool.
And if you haven't seen or heard of Guitar Shorty, check out his stuff. Buy an album.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do this thing right around the corner from me at Johnny Blitz's is a blues bar. And so everyone who plays the circuit in Chicago, Buddy Guys, and, you know, they all, you know, Kingston Mines, they all come there.
Yeah.
And the last Tuesday of every month, they do it's Buddy's harmonica player, or a guy who plays with Buddy or as his harmonica player. He leads this evening of all the Midwest blues guys. And there's between 40 and 60 harmonica players that show up.
Oh, wow.
So the whole band knows all these standards that are for harmonica.
Yeah.
You know, specifically, what'd you call it? Harmonica music. But so I want to check that out for sure.
Yeah, but I saw Colin James as well. He's the one who opened up for Buddy, and I had seen him 18 years ago. And the funny thing about Colin James is, remember, I'm sure you guys know the movie, the bowling movie with not Dude,
Gotcha.
Woody Harrelson.
Oh yeah, Kingpin. Yeah.
Kingpin. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
What is it about good sex that makes you want to take a shit?
Well, there's a song from.
By the way, I sent the email, Rob.
Okay. There's a song from Colin James on that soundtrack. That's how I got into Colin James. So then I just like, oh, that's a pretty cool song. Let's see what else is there. What else he has. And that's when Napster was taken off. So I was like downloading all these songs from Colin James. I'm like, man, this is some really, really good stuff. So, but he does. It's kind of like Brian Setzer. He's got his big band music, and then he's got his other
rockabilly.
Yeah, yep. So and that's kind of like how Colin James is. He's got his blues, and then he's got his big band stuff. So.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, sorry, I was like sending Leon an email because he didn't get the thing earlier, but he's a big band guy.
Well, he does it depends on the tour, and how much money he can afford, obviously.
Right. Yeah,
but he's got a trio, which is more like a blues jazz trio. But he also, when he does the big band, he's got a couple of horns and you know,
Mhm.
keyboard and stuff like that. So, but yeah, all his stuff is. I'm a huge fan of Colin James, so it was great to see him as well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was a great night. I told Rose I probably wasn't going to stay the whole time, which I didn't. I didn't stick around for Buddy's encore, but
Mm.
The whole night was just great. And when after he had done his round in the crowd, that was basically the last song before the encore. So after that is when I took off.
Mm.
But I guess Colin came out after and did an encore with him.
And sometimes too, like Buddy, if someone will show up, I'm surprised someone showed up to jam.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
whatchamacallit, Taz, Brandon Niederauer, the guitarist from School of Rock, the play, he
Mhm.
showed up at the Buddy Guy show when he opened up for Jeff Beck at the Hulu Theater. So I actually got to go through those pictures because I'm pretty sure I have a Taz photo from back then. So,
Mhm.
but that was a. But you're right. He sometimes has. I forget who when Baby Kings. There was a couple of people that actually came out and joined him on stage. But yeah, I can't remember who was there for that. But it's New York City, so it's it's
Yeah.
pretty common for that to
New
happen.
York City.
Get a rope.
Shit. But yeah. Yeah, the last of the blues guys, man.
Yeah.
And everyone else is their students, starting to clap them down,
Yeah. Then the next round is what, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, and I think Johnny Lang hasn't been doing anything.
Yeah.
Or can do anything. I think he's got a medical condition.
Oh,
Really?
I think so. I think somebody had said that. So, or maybe had throat surgery or something like that. Can't sing. Something. I know there's something going on with him. But yeah, that's the next generation with those.
Right.
So.
And then there's Kingfish Ingram.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's Buddy's team is taking care of him.
Right.
Yeah, he's
and
fantastic.
management and everything else. Let's see. Okay, according to Google, over the last several months, Johnny Lang has been under the care of medical specialists in Los Angeles addressing vocal cord challenges. Guidance has been received to postpone all February and March appearances in interests of a return to full long-term health. All right, so he's got some vocal issues happening.
Yeah.
So, I always like Johnny Lang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kenny Wayne Shepherd, like his music. Lay off Stevie. We get it. We get it. You're supposed to take it and move it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not knocking. He's obviously talented.
Yeah. Right. I know what you're saying.
But but then you look at Steve Vai and he sounds really close to fucking his teacher.
Yeah.
What do you call him?
Satriani.
What?
Joe Satriani.
Thank you. Yeah, I can barely hear you, Jason.
Oh, really?
You sound like you whispered it, like Joe
Is the mic-
Satriani.
Is the mic not working right?
I don't know. It
Barely.
just wasn't.
It is pretty low.
Huh.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, I think maybe it's the mic on your computer is being picked up rather than the external. You know what I mean?
Huh.
But
Who's the new guy?
right. Hey, do you like? So we're talking about Aerosmith, and then Jason's like, Joe Perry.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, much better.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't die, Rob. Okay, so what were we talking about? Joe Perry.
Well, we got the girls too. Samantha Fish and Joanne Shaw Taylor.
Right.
Els Bailey out of the
Oh, Blues
UK.
players.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I didn't
Tedusky
realize.
Trucks?
I thought, huh?
Tedusky Trucks Band.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Those guys. I got to get some ice for the Maker's Mark. Holy shit.
You go, girl.
Disgust.
So it's how's the Dobro coming?
Oh, good, man. I've been playing. I mean, I'm still, it's gonna take me a minute to figure. Slides kind of seems like
it's
it'd be
tricky.
easy, but it's tricky. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And the funny thing about slide is that frets are just a point of reference.
Right, right.
So I mean, you can get a lot of blues notes.
Yeah.
From a slide. There you go.
Go play slide? I thought it would be the easiest thing to fucking
Yeah. It's tricky.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? I gotta sit down with some dude who's like 70 years old
Right.
for like an hour and a half, and then he'll, but yeah, it's more difficult than it seems.
Yep.
Slight touch. And with the guitar you just bought, Jason, it's probably a lot easier than like say on a standard electric or
Yeah. I mean,
because your action's set higher on those anyway on the steel guitars.
Yeah.
the action on that might still be a little too low. It probably would be better if it was higher. That might be part of my issues.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
What you got there?
That's the checklist all fucking crossed off, brother.
Ah, nice.
But But feeling better there, Rob?
I'm doing much better, thank you.
All right, cool. Good thing he wasn't smoking a cigar. He would have shit himself.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, that I didn't do that this week. Just
Oh, you did? Well, good.
I didn't
Good.
trust. Yeah. I was like, no.
Hey, I sent you that one Be a Man clip about trusting a fart. I thought it was very relevant to the times,
Dude, I was so happy. I was like 2 blocks from my house. I'm like, oh my god.
Dude, I've been cracking up those guys, man. The Boston Be a Man clips.
Yeah,
Got me cracking up, man.
that is pretty funny.
Sadly, I'm guilty of a lot of that shit too. It's like,
Those are pretty funny.
yeah.
Right.
Be a man.
Be a man.
It's like lifting something heavy, don't ask for help. Throw your back out. Be a man. It's like meditation's good for your mind and body. Don't do it. Be a man. Oh, they're great, man.
Dude, it's the weirdest thing. Like,
I love when when it cracks himself up and he like can't finish. He's like cracking
Right.
up,
yeah, it's amazing. I downloaded all these images. I can't, dude. Oh, they're there. Getting old, boys. But 1883.
Here we go.
Here we go. 53 minutes and 47 seconds into the fucking show.
I think we primed it enough.
Welcome to ADHD Theater.
Yeah, no
That's
shit.
what I call it. I call it all the time.
Yep.
Going on, just a little ADHD fucking theater going on here. But that's all right. So 1883 is an American drama series created by Taylor Sheridan that premiered on December 19th, 2021 on Paramount Plus Network. The series stars Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, Sam Elliott, Isabel May, who's amazing because I've never seen her act before. I don't know who she is, but she did a fucking knockout job. LaMonica Garrett, also a standout performance, previously playing the Anti-Monitor in the Arrowverse on CW. Mark Reisman, also Audie Rick, Eric Nelson, and James Laundrie Hebelt. The series is a prequel to Sheridan's series Yellowstone that follows the story of how the Duntons came to own the land that would become the Yellowstone Ranch. The series consists of 10 episodes and concluded on February 27, 2022. It will be followed by the series sequel series 1932. In addition, on February 15th, Paramount ordered additional episodes of 1883. Now that's going to be interesting because I didn't think they were going to do another season of 1883 because of 1932.
Right. Yeah. That's what I thought too.
I just thought that. I mean, that would have been
know.
such a shame. You know what I mean? Because, dude, this cast is amazing.
Right.
You know, Sam Elliott, of course. No, you're just gonna go out there and you're gonna fucking die. You either listen to what the fuck I say or you fucking die on the trail. Dude, that fucking guy is great.
Yeah.
And then of course Tim McGraw, who I knew Tim McGraw was like some fucking pretty boy country top 40, whatever.
He is.
Married to Faith Hill, whatever. But I didn't, and I'm not discounting him. I just didn't know. I'm not a country listener. I don't know who the fuck you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, Sam Elliott's in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you know, Chris Christopherson can fucking act. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Chris Christopherson was actually one of my favorite actors for quite a long time as a kid. But dude, Tim McGraw fucking killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm like, whatever fucking awards there are to give him, fucking go on stage, slap a motherfucker, and give that guy an award. You know, even though no one said nothing about Faith Hill, but she did a good job. She wasn't in it very much, but she did. She had a really heavy scene in episode 8 or 9 that she got to finally
Showcase.
showcase her, you know, her ability, because a lot of the stuff it was just, you know, passing through or to accent a scene. She didn't really have a lot of meat in that role.
Right.
You know, she was present, but she didn't have a lot, you know, but that one thing was great. And then the scene between Sam Elliott and the daughter was
Oh yeah.
wow.
Yep.
You know, I would have to say, and Sam Elliott said that was the best scene of his whole entire acting career.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it was fucking great. You know,
Intense.
yeah, totally. Well, sometimes they're intense, sometimes they're in wagons. You know, being on
Sometimes
the
there are
time,
teepees.
right? Oh no, no. But yeah, and big Native American presence in
Yeah.
the series, and because there has to be, and you know, Taylor Sheridan's married to a Native woman,
Oh no kidding! I didn't know that.
and so I'm sure that has, you know, the inclusion has, you know, the respect paid to it has something, I would imagine, would have something to do with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so basically it was a 10 episode series. The series follows post-Civil War generation of the Dutton family as they leave Tennessee, journey to Fort Worth, Texas, and join a European immigrant wagon train undertaking the arduous journey west to Oregon before settling in Montana to establish what would eventually become the Yellowstone Ranch. Now, there was one thing that kind of bothered me in that. Like right now in our country, there's a huge divide of, you know, these idiots and those idiots.
Right.
And everyone's, and, you know, imagine a post-Civil War. Like there would have been a lot more of that grindy, I know what you did, your cousin killed my uncle, you know, there'd be a lot more of that weird dynamic going on, I would think. But they didn't really, I mean, they showed, like they showed him having PTSD from the war, and then, you know, what's his name? Tom Hanks was in that scene with him.
Oh yeah.
But they didn't really, like, that would have to be ever present, I would think.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, it wasn't a foreign war.
No, and there was a lot of that, you know, and then you had, like, you know, during Reconstruction after the fact, there was a lot of obvious animosity and stuff like that. And
Or I should say it was a foreign war to the natives, but between the North and the South, it wasn't. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But you know, I just thought that would be more present.
yeah.
Or maybe he was like, you know what, we've heard enough of that. We're gonna you know, maybe that would have sucked up too much plot time, you know. But yeah, I don't know. You know, Taylor Sheridan, he must write fast.
Right.
He's got a lot of shit going on, man.
Yeah,
Well, I'm sure he's got folders, you know, since he was in high school.
Oh, for sure.
Kind of like somebody else I know.
Yeah, I just actually moved a box of my notebooks downstairs yesterday. You know, because I go through about, you know, depending on how, you know, busy my brain is, I go through between 1 and 2 70-page notebooks per month.
Oh, wow.
Just like on notes and like random OCD fucking shit, you know. Like, how many times can I do the same budget? But, okay. So 1883.
Do you have like your adult film notebook, you know, for that, you know, trying to bust into that industry, or just
Wow.
Right?
Joe Perry.
still?
Yeah. Okay. So
on,
yeah,
I'm
here's a
gonna
little
crank this
teaser.
mic up.
Here's a little teaser from the Skinamax Jason Clark story.
I never thought it would happen to me.
A young man walking in the prairie came across a goat twice.
Did he wipe it off? No.
Splat Man and Throbbing.
Right. Yeah. No, and Jason, it's called erotica.
Oh. I don't speak French.
Right. Yeah. He's like, erotica.
What does that have to do with the horse?
Jorge.
Damn you, Jay! You're supposed to get a donkey.
Mm-hmm.
So can you hear me or not? Or are you just fucking with me now?
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay.
What? No, I can hear you better. Before I could, I was just fucking with you there. Okay, so Sam Elliott plays Shay Brennan, employee of the Pinkerton Agency, which also was like, oh, he's from Pinkerton. Boop. And that was like the last you heard.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Pinkertons were everywhere in the fucking day. They were the CIA. They were the fucking intelligence service.
Yeah.
They were everywhere.
Yep.
Everywhere a train was, everywhere a town was, everywhere a bank. And you never really, you know, saw them. But I don't know. Anyway, so Brenna's a former captain who served in the Union Army during the American Civil War. His wife Helen and daughter both died of smallpox right before the start of the expedition. While mourning their deaths, he cremated them by setting fire to the house and contemplated suicide, but was interrupted by the arrival of Thomas. Brennan acts as the rugged and commanding leader of the wagon train, frequently reminding members of the danger and tragedy they will face along the way. That was a heartbreaking scene at the beginning of that, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that fire raging and shit. Like, can you imagine losing your whole family, fucking like that?
Yeah.
Holy moly, crazy. But you know, he got to do some pretty emotional shit in this one.
Yep,
And,
that's for sure.
You know what other actor really impressed me, and I don't know who the fuck he was that dude who the leader of the German people.
Oh yeah, with the beard, the guy with the beard.
Yeah, yeah, he did a really good job, I thought.
Yep.
You know, for not you know, not having a large speaking part. There's a couple of casting things in there, you know, like Tom Hanks and Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, yeah, cameos.
Graham Greene.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, and I stunt doubled Graham Greene
Oh, did you?
in a movie. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's the movie that I called Joe Piscopo.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you're a fucking pussy. Are you fucking kidding? So, okay,
Yeah.
so
It's Doug and Wendy Weiner.
anyway, so I'm working on this movie for not Fox News, but Fox Network, and they were redoing all these like, you know, it was basically Huckleberry Finn, you know, and it was called Huck and the King of Hearts, right? And Joe Piscopo plays this mob guy, right? And Graham Greene takes place of the slave character in Huckleberry Finn, and he befriends this kid, and also Bobby Elvis from Sons of Anarchy. Dude, I know I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, he shows up on set, right? He's dating the mother of the kid playing Huck. And they're like, he looked like a biker guy, you know? Well, no, he's a fucking playwright and an actor who just happened to have long hair and a beard, and they thought he was a biker.
Right.
Not at all at the time. So I can hear someone breathe. I can hear you breathe in there, Rob. So I'm on the camera crew, and everyone, motorcycle shows up, and they all look at me. You know, I'm like, okay, I guess I'll be handling the motorcycle. It was a small fucking budget, right? And also Mr. Adams from the Addams Family.
Gomez?
Yeah, from the original. He was in that movie for one day, and I got to have lunch with him. He was a pretty cool guy. But anyway, so I'm old. What the hell was I talking about? Joe Piscopo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're in between shots. We have the trailer set up in the parking lot. I'm bullshitting with Graham Greene, and he's got his acoustic out. That's why I walked over. He was sitting out on his trailer steps and just like playing. So I'm like, oh, you know, da-da-da. So I'm just hanging out. We're talking. He's playing and stuff, singing some songs. This commotion comes on. And I see Graham's eyes fucking, what? Like, you know, what? And I turn around. You know, and at the time, I was a bigger dude. I had fucking long fucking hair. I looked more probably a little scary. I don't know. But Joe Piscopo at the time was a bodybuilder. Right?
Yeah.
So it's Joe Piscopo and his wife, and a homeless guy comes in between them, and the homeless guy starts harassing his wife, and Joe walks away, leaves his wife with the guy who's like now pushing her. And I'm like, you fucking pussy. I'm like, dude, you're leaving your fucking wife out there with this fuking asshole?
Yeah.
So I went over there and I fucking clocked the dude.
The homeless guy?
Yeah, I fucking punched him right in the face. Knocked him down. I didn't knock him out, but I knocked him down. And I'm not you guys know me, I don't do that.
Right.
But he was fucking with the woman. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
No. And, okay, production's going to have my back because Joe Piscopo's a fucking pussy. So, yeah, I called Joe Piscopo a fucking pussy right to his face.
And he ran away.
Right. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. But anyway.
I digress.
Yeah. So, fucking the King of Hearts. And that was interesting because we're supposed to get paid by 11 o'clock on Friday. Right? So it gets to be noon. 1 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Now we've got, I should know his name, Mr. Adams for one day. He's got this huge scene to do. So after lunch, 2 o'clock rolls around. Right? So we're like, okay. This happened a couple of times. We grab a PA, a production assistant. Right? Like, okay. Bring your car here to the camera truck. Car pulls up. The DP gives him $150 cash. He goes, don't tell me where you're going. Drive east and call me in 2 hours. And we load his entire trunk with the exposed film for the past 2 days. And then after he leaves, an hour later, we all sit down because we haven't gotten paid.
Right.
And now they realize that the exposed, because they were going to fire everyone. And now they realize that the exposed film was all gone. It went bye-bye. So then, make matters worse, so we got paid. All of a sudden, the money fucking showed up.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and then they're like, fuck, we have to shoot one more scene. Can you guys stay another 5 hours? We're like, fuck you.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I want cash
then
up
they-
front.
They had to pay everyone $400 cash. So they went from having no money
Oh yeah.
to paying everyone and paying everyone again $400 on top of.
Yep.
That shit. There was a few times I've been on jobs where we had to send the film.
Bye.
Yeah. But anyway, so Tim McGraw is James Dutton. We are talking about 1883, I think. Great grandfather of John Dutton from Tennessee, captured as a Confederate States he was a captain in the Confederate States Army during the Civil War and was wounded during the Battle of Antietam. Thank you. So the guy with the big beard. I've
The
never
Merkin.
been. The Merkin. And captured. He was held a prisoner of war for the Union for 3 years. Skilled leader, combatant. He joins the wagon trail. Blah blah blah. Faith Hill plays his wife. La la la. Isabel May. That's Elsa Dutton. She was the narrator of this show. Because a lot of times you see the younger actors and they don't have the training or they don't have the wherewithal to do that part. Nice.
You got some Balvenie?
Good thing we didn't see that dildo on that shelf. Just kidding.
Oh, you didn't?
No. Yeah.
Here, I'll show you.
But yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're doing this loosely on 1883 tonight. But no, Isabel May. Is she a singer too, or she's
Never heard of
No
her.
idea.
Like
Yeah.
she's got a really good, a really good career ahead of her, I think,
Yeah.
because that was,
Yeah, she did.
and then the chemistry between her and
Tim McGraw.
the dude she wound up marrying.
Oh yeah, the Indian guy.
Yeah, I should know his name. But yeah, I mean, she did really good. It was amazing. It's okay. So LaMonica Garrett is Thomas, a Pinkerton agent and veteran U.S. Army sergeant from a Buffalo Soldier regiment. He teams up with Shea Brennan to help guide the group. His arrival helps dissuade Shea from suicide. Thomas is a skilled frontiersman and later begins a relationship with a Romany widow named Nomi. So for people who don't know, Romany means gypsy. There you go. Peaky Blinders I've been fucking watching. Oh, they fucking send in the Romany. Fucking Peaky Blinders. Nobody fucks with the Peaky Blinders. Sorry. Yeah.
I
ADHD,
digress.
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Put it this way, Easter can't get here fast enough, and so I'm having issues concentrating because my lady's coming in next week, and
Me lady.
yes, Lynette's coming in, so I'm having problems focusing.
You must focus.
I must focus. Focus. Yeah, I told her like, yeah, I'm like, Rob just called me because she called me right after you. She's like, da-da-da. I'm like, hey. I'm like, Rob just said, I answer the phone. He's like, 1 week, dude. I'm like, yeah, that's right. But okay, so Mark Russman as Joseph. So that's the German guy. He did a fantastic job. So, okay, so he's appeared in films like The Overlord, The Last Kingdom, Game of Thrones, and Man in the High Castle. I don't remember him on Game of Thrones. Isabella May. Okay. She is an American actress, starred as Katie Cooper in the Netflix series Alexa and Katie, and had a reoccurring role as Veronica Duncan on CBS series Young Sheldon. She held the lead role of Zoe Hull in the Daily Wire distributed film Run, Hide, Fight. Okay, that's where I recognize her from. Ben Shapiro apparently started a production company, and he did a couple of movies, and that was the first movie that came out was Run, Hide, Fight. You guys ever see Ben Shapiro?
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah, the guy from the Daily Wire talks really fast like this, and he's got several children. He always seems to mention it. What was that? What was that?
Fucking incredible. Hashtag fuck you.
Nice. Don't you believe it? I'm like, is that people walking? You know, I'm like, what?
Rose got me this for Christmas.
Nice. Hey, it's always good to
Fuck
have
this.
Well, I guess I'm fucked again.
Totally. Nice. Okay. How you doing there, Jason?
Good, man.
Joe Perry. Okay.
So Rose is officially retired.
Oh yeah. So
Nice.
how weird is like timing and like, you know, stuff, and it's interesting with couples how some things happen from two ends and at the same time, you know what I mean? So Rob gets laid off due to economy, COVID, blah blah, and his wife retires the same day. And it's April Fool's out of all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like April 1st. What?
Yep.
But it's kind of fitting because you know, I seem to change everything at once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's jobs, you know, whatever, everything, you know, and that's interesting that, I mean, your guys' life is totally changing.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's down with her mom right now, down in Santo Domingo. And I actually, technically I have two jobs, but one of them is installation, and I really don't want to do installation, but you know, money's money.
Yeah.
But the other one is the hours are gonna suck. So having to be in Manhattan at 7 a.m. is really, you know, having to get up at 4 o'clock. It's gonna suck.
Mm.
So in order to get to fucking work at 7, he's got to wake up at 4 and go on a fucking train and fucking walk in the fucking cold. Oh my
Hey,
god, dude!
You want to
no
live in
way.
the big city? That's the deal.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh, Metropolitan Roberto.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah, so you're thinking, yeah, so that's what, 2 hours a day each way, 4 hours, 4 times 5, 20 hours a fucking week.
That's an hour and a half. Yeah.
15
Hour and a half,
hours.
2 hours.
I take these 15 commandments. These 10 commandments. Mel Brooks. Yeah, that's, oh man. I mean, driving to work in LA, 14 miles to go, and it took like an hour, fucking sucked.
Yeah.
You know, I got stuck in Chicago the other night. the other day. So I'm dropping off this dude in the clinic, right? And I'm following the GPS, and he's like, "Oh, this is where you going? You taking me home?" I'm like, "Yeah." Well, that's not the way to go. That's not the way I go. Like, it's the only fucking way to get there in a city of grid. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's the only fucking way. So, dude, for a half hour, he had me one-way streeting. And I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? You know, I'm like, what? Yeah.
He wanted your company.
Yeah. You know, maybe.
He's like, gas is over $4 a gallon. I'm gonna fuck this guy.
Yeah. But no, so I wound up having to come down Lakeshore Drive and then get on 55 and go back. And dude, that's way worse than coming in the other way.
Yeah.
You know, you're on the south side.
That's
And
what she
dude,
said.
it was fucking, dude, bumper to bumper for like 45 minutes to go like 3.8 miles.
And there's tolls there too, right? I mean, it's
sucks.
real.
Not on 55, but on 290, the other way in. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, but holy shit. You know, I'm like fucking, you know, I had a 5 a.m. start that day and I get home at fucking 6:30, you know. Just go fucking sitting in his fucking raining. You know. Snowed fucking
Nice.
yesterday.
Snowed again?
Well, it didn't catch, but it was more like sleet. Fucking.
Yeah.
I'm driving. I got the window cracked, you know, having a cigarette, and all of a sudden it's like, pip, 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 pip. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like 45 degrees out. What the fuck?
Dude, it's like 33 here tonight in the damn South. I'm like, fuck. You know.
Nice. And you're
Well,
not
you-
talking Masonic level. You're talking temperature, correctly?
Right. Yeah.
Didn't know if they moved the Bilderberg
Masonic.
group down to fucking Gomerville. You know?
Right. Yeah, we
Yeah,
got a
so,
bunch of them Masonic lodges.
Hey, I'm gonna have to buy a new belt, you guys. I lost enough weight to where my belt is all the way at the.
Nice.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. I'm not
Yeah,
even
feels good, man.
trying.
I feel good.
Good.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm dying.
Oh, Rob almost fucking did.
Yeah.
Holy shit. He's muting it and he's fucking dying so he can't hear him. As we now watch a replay from Creativity Talking,
Right. I
where
mean,
the two hosts don't know one of their best friends is dying below them.
Yeah.
they're too busy talking shit to even pay attention.
I'm all about the ratings.
Yeah. Oh man, we don't.
Rob will be back next week.
We hope. Oh man,
Weekend at Bernie's.
Just
Yeah.
press the button. What the
Like-
fuck?
we were hoping to go viral, but not this way.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that was yeah, that's what happens when when you're an older bourbon drinker.
There you go.
He's trying to pull Pat Travers snorting whiskey.
Yeah,
right.
really.
Uh-huh. Okay, Jason, so when you gonna get rid of you're gonna get another backdrop? What's the next
Yeah.
one after the floating tampon?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go on Amazon and see what they got. See what
Nice.
kind of offerings they have.
Oh,
I meant
there's
to do that this week.
Hat. Dude, I'm totally fucking ADHD today. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I been too busy to shave the head this week. So.
Oh yeah, me too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, look. See how fucking gray it is? It's like Cal
Yeah.
Ripken.
Cal Ripken, there you go.
Mhm.
And I don't even know who he is. Cal Ripken. Joe Perry.
Baltimore Orioles.
How about those Yankees, huh?
Deep dish.
The Spank Me's.
Come on, Rob.
Yankees? I don't watch sports, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, and like how long has it been since Boston and Yankees had a home opener together?
Yeah, it's been a
Like
while.
13 years or something like
Something.
that.
Yeah. Yep.
So
And that's the sports talk here.
there we go.
Because that's how much we know about.
And that's the
Back
sports
to you,
segment, baby.
Vince.
Yeah, fucking I know it snowed on the Cubs opener.
Mr. Weatherman.
Yeah, that's all I fucking know. They're like, oh, it's Cubs opener today. I'm like, really?
Good to know. Thanks.
Oh, see you out in front. And it's like some like 95-year-old lady telling me who I'm going for in the ball game today. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I don't watch sports, lady. Sorry.
you know,
Sorry, Ethel.
No.
so
You got a penis, don't you?
I was the youngest of 5, so by the time I got my television time, it was relegated to like Scooby Doo and fucking Hanna Barbera. You know, there was no time for sports in my family. We're doing art. You okay there, buddy? I literally thought that like Jason was gonna sleep through the podcast today. I was so funny. Literally, like you came on within like and there
3
was
minutes. Yeah.
3 minutes to airtime.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, well, at least I know Rob's gonna pop up when he's done on on the phone. That was funny. I was like, okay. Because that would have been great, you know. Oh my god, we would have made fun of you for years.
Oh, I know.
Jason, wake up!
They like jump on.
Or just
the
call
last
him
5
randomly
minutes.
during the week and scare the shit out of him. Jay, you've been on the podcast for what? Wakes up. Fuck you! It's Tuesday. Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
rough when you get old
Jason, Rob choked to death on the fucking podcast. And you were not
and you're
there.
asleep.
You're
I
not
was
there to
asleep.
say, shut up. Rob's in trouble. Rob's in trouble.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Holy moly! That
I've
was-
actually had asthma attacks in my sleep.
Oh,
And I wake up and I'm just can't breathe.
Do you
And
have an
just
inhaler and stuff? Or?
No, I've never been diagnosed with like asthma or anything like that. It just
Oh.
it's a rare oddity that happens. So
Hmm.
like I said, it just sometimes in the middle of the night I'll just like I can't go through my nose, I can't go through my mouth. I
I'm
just
hoping
can't
I'm
breathe.
making that noise in the middle of the night next week.
For other reasons.
But yeah, no, like I've had stuff like that, like after surgery. When I had my back surgery, I was in the hospital, and it felt like someone was choking me.
Hmm.
And I woke up like and it's very unsettling.
Yeah.
Like you can cough and you can, sneeze and have all other types go wrong with you, but when you like have lack of oxygen,
Oh yeah, you panic.
totally different story.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So the fact that you maintain that and actually showed that on live camera is amazing, And he's like, continue on with the show.
Join us next week to see what other stunts Rob can do.
I'm not gonna Bieber it.
Come on. Yeah. Whoa, did you just see the camera jump on Jason?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I think there's aliens over there. Aliens did it. Literally, Jason, you were like up here in the thing, and then it went and like you were like back here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was really weird.
And then Rob's fucking turning into a fucking lizard on fucking air. Holy shit.
Did you go to the store, Vince?
Oh, no. But I
Maybe.
might have been enjoying a little bit of this before the
That
show.
may be what's going on. I don't
Yeah,
know.
not so much is left,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, yeah, 1883 we were talking about, right? Yeah.
We're supposed to be, yeah.
Yeah. But, okay, so Billy Bob Thornton was Marshal Jim Courtwright. Tom Hanks was General George Meade. Graham Greene was Spotted Owl, a Crow Elder. Dawn Oliveri as Claire Dunton. Rita Wilson as Carolyn Astor. So basically, she got hammered with Faith Hill.
Oh yeah, that's
And,
right.
Yeah.
And you know why those two came on the show?
Oh yeah,
Because they're best friends with Tom and Rita in
right.
real life.
Exactly. Yep.
So that was cool for him to do it. And then Taylor Sheridan as Charles Goodnight, a rancher who hunts cattle thieves. So he appears, once in each season, I guess, in each of his shows as some other random character. And his good luck character is and this one was he was cook. So that's the guy who's the prison guard in
Oh yeah.
Kings of
Mayor of Kingstown.
Mayor of Kingstown.
Yeah.
And then he also played a part. He's one of the cattle feds
Okay.
in Yellowstone.
Right.
And then he's in every. He's like Gary Marshall had Hector Elizondo. Elizondo.
Easy for you to say.
Alessandro, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Alejandro.
Anyway, so it's like his good luck actor.
Yeah.
So he's got him in everything. I think that's cool.
His Lucky Charm.
They're magically delicious.
Everybody's after me, Lucky
Oh,
Charm.
look at me, Lucky. Oh, you just want me Lucky Charms.
But okay, so episode 1, directed by Taylor Sheridan. The title is 1883. In 1883, Elsa Dutton watches as a group of pioneers are slaughtered by a band of Native Americans on the Great Plains. She kills one before being surrounded. Months earlier, former Union Army Captain Shea Brennan cremates his wife and daughter after they die of smallpox. His partner Thomas arrives, prevents him from committing suicide, blah, blah, blah. We already know that. They depart for Fort Worth and observe James Dutton kill thieves who attempt to rob his covered wagon. Meanwhile, James' family, his wife Margaret, 17-year-old daughter Elsa, 5-year-old son John, sister-in-law Claire, and teenage daughter Mary Abel, travels to Fort Worth from Tennessee via train. James continues to encounter antagonistic criminals in town, while Shea and Thomas meet with a group of inexperienced German and Slavic immigrants who pay them for an escort to Oregon. Okay, so that's not like an escort that Hunter Biden gets in Ukraine, and totally different.
We want
think
some
anyway.
Americans.
Yeah. After the Duttons arrive, who knows? After the Duttons arrive, the family stays at a hotel, and a drunken man enters Elsa's room and attempts to sexually assault her before being killed by James. But that was a good episode because that dude was fucking gonna die.
Yep.
And
sure.
and with this show, it's very interesting with the violence because it's very direct. It's direct violence. It's not over
Suggested.
the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not glorified violence. It's okay. Action reaction.
Yeah.
It's very what do you call it? Basic caveman almost like in a way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to use the word that other people would use, because that fucking was a stupid word.
Barbaric?
Oh, no, savage.
I knew you could. I knew you were saying that.
I knew you would.
I didn't know what the hell you were talking about, so I'm glad you clarified.
Oh, it's the word that drives us crazy. Savage.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Not like savage.
Yeah.
But okay, so we got to catch up here a little. Okay, so episode 2, Behind Us, A Cliff, and directed by Ben Richardson, written by Taylor Sheridan. In a flashback to 1862, James confronted by General George Meade following the Confederate loss of the Battle of, what is it, Jason?
Antietam.
Thank you. In the present day, James and Thomas prepare for the journey west. Shay hires 2 cowboys, Wade and Ennis, and purchases cattle. Those guys, Wade and Ennis, they were that was great casting.
Yeah.
The whole show is just amazing.
Yeah,
but those 2 guys were very interesting. And the one dude, they both had like epic beards.
Yeah, they're kind of like comic relief too, here and there.
Yeah, it's kind of like the R2D2 C3PO of the fucking thing, you know. So Wade and Ennis purchase. Okay, the wagon train departs. Tensions rise between the Americans and the immigrants, and the Americans and the immigrants. It's 1883. They're all fucking immigrants.
You're right.
Jesus Christ. An interpreter, Joseph, struggles to keep his group in line with Shay's perceived harsh decisions.
That is not the German way. That is not the way we like to do it when we dance on sprockets.
Sprockets.
A group of riders approach the wagon train, resulting in a confrontation caused by Claire throwing a rock at the leader. A shootout ensues, leaving Mary Abel and some immigrants dead. Shay, Thomas, James, and Joseph team up with Jim Courtwright to track down the killers. Claire commits suicide, and the group continues west. That was very weird that she would... her daughter died, but... there seems to be... multi-layers of suicide relating to the story.
Yeah.
One, if you went west,
that's suicide.
You know what I mean? And then people actually committing suicide, and then people trying to do the right thing wind up killing themselves indirectly because they don't realize that,
or getting bit on the ass by a rattlesnake, or
tons of fucking shit can happen. Live now, don't wait. But okay, episode 3, River. Okay, this is a heavy one.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and I you know what? I think it wasn't this one. I think it was maybe the next one when she had her freak out. So she did actually have 2 nice moments, Faith Hill. But the River was pretty intense. So directed by Christina Alexandra Voros, written by Taylor Sheridan. Okay. He wrote every fucking episode.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And wrote every episode.
Mayor Kingston.
Probably 1932. And probably wrote most of
Jellystone.
Dude, that's a lot of writing. That's amazing. Okay, so episode 3. The inexperienced immigrants find themselves at nature's mercy, namely dysentery and fatal.
Easy for you to say.
Right? and fatal rattlesnake bites. Approaching the Brazos River, Shay and James disagree on how to best cross. Shay opts for caution while James wants to cross quickly. Jason knows all. Oh, I thought that said Jason wants to cross quickly. Shay learns two of the immigrants have been stealing food and forces them out of the group. That was a pretty heavy scene.
Yeah.
You want to steal? You get the fuck out of here. You can go home. We're leaving you where the fuck you are. Holy shit, man. They're like, what? All he did was steal a fucking sandwich? But, yeah, that's fucked up. You know, because, people have no fucking idea. All these people. Oh, my God. Anyway. Shay rebuffs the advances of a newly widowed gypsy woman named Naomi. Elsa begins assisting the cowboys with the cattle and begins a flirtatious relationship with Ennis. A frustrated immigrant challenges and fails to overcome Shay. James takes John hunting and gives Ennis permission to court Elsa. Yeah, that was pretty good. What was that joke he made? No, what's so funny? He said something and basically Tim McGraw's like, you think it's funny? I'll fucking kill you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, sir, that wasn't funny.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what he said either. That was pretty.
Right,
that
exactly.
was funny.
But the stealing of the food is, something else. But so what do you up to this point? So what are you guys thinking of the show? Like, where do you think it's going? Because they keep on talking about Oregon. I'm like, how the fuck are they going to get to Oregon? Because of Yellowstone,
Right?
They go to, you know what I mean? But then people started dropping fast.
Oh yeah.
It was quick, and then once they lost their cattle or half
Right.
their cattle, it's like,
Yeah.
that was a weird decision to make. I think they should have kept it, but I didn't write the show. So, what are your guys' thoughts up to this point?
Yeah, I mean, it was, I didn't know what, you kind of had the feeling there was going to be, increased danger as they, the farther they got going, I didn't know if it was going to be the type of deal they were going to get, caught out in, winter, you know what I mean, unprepared. They were going to take that angle,
Right.
Starvation, maybe that kind of deal, But, yeah, I wasn't really expecting that, it was going to go like it did when they had to, and they hooked north and changed plans, But I'm like you, I was wondering what the Oregon thing was like.
Yeah, I know it's the Oregon Trail, and
Yeah.
at first I'm like, wait, is this a Donner Party story? That's
Right.
Initially
Yeah,
what I was waiting for someone
yeah,
because they kept on saying, "Oh, we got to get through there before the winter time."
yeah,
We got to bust through before winter.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you want.
You've been working on your.
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott. Well, there's Erwin Schmeckelswede. He's around. He kind of sounds a little bit like Mr. Elliott. But
That was another show I got.
yeah.
I got Rose hooked on, but I
Rose.
think it was after the river episode when she actually started taking notice of what I was watching. Actually, I think that scene when they had to put her down is what got Rose interested in watching it.
Yeah,
So
put who down? All
the
people who died in the river.
yeah, the
I live in
daughter,
a van down by the river.
the daughter and the mother. So
Yeah, that was pretty heavy, and she's just, and you knew that was going to happen.
yeah,
But it also seemed like a trashy throwaway in one way. Because they kind of invested. Oh, we're going to do a little bit of character, and
yeah,
yeah.
and then they had to deal with it and move on, But it's funny. Not everyone in 1883 felt that they should be a victim 24 hours a day.
right.
And the only gas lights they used were gas lights.
Joe Perry.
Joe Perry. Joe Perry. We're gonna be fucking drooling when we're fucking 95 in some assisted living center, just fucking. Dude, why are those old guys whispering Joe Perry?
Joe Perry. And then laughing.
Which one? The guy with the beard, he shit himself.
Yeah.
Again?
I think it's Alzheimer's.
Yeah, and the other guy can't breathe or something.
There's that other guy on oxygen. He's on oxygen over there.
And the third guy just fucking won't shut the fuck up. He just
I'd be intubated
right.
so I can
think
breathe.
Not into edibles. But yeah, that was man. Okay, so episode 4, The Crossing. Elsa embraces the cowgirl lifestyle and becomes smitten with Ennis. Thomas offers Naomi help and protection, but refuses her offer of marriage. James and his family opt to cross the river during the night and attempt to help the immigrants cross the following day. However, the crossing proves fatal, not fatal, proves falafel for many of the immigrants who lack swimming experience. Once across, the group continues west. Now, did people just not know how to fucking swim?
That's what I was wondering.
I mean, you know,
there's
they
no
probably.
propagators or nothing like that.
I mean, if you think about it, like probably depending where you lived, it would be like a non-issue. You know, I mean, if you weren't near a fishing village or something like that, you know.
Yeah, like hey, you know, you got to cross like a bunch of rivers and you know, lakes and shit.
If you were just like a farmer in Germany or something, you'd probably
know how to swim too.
probably go your whole life with never seeing any deep water. You know.
In Germany?
I mean, yeah, that's where they were from, right? A lot of the.
Hey, dude, there's fucking water everywhere. That's what's weird.
Well,
know?
I mean, I'm just saying, you know, depending if they were, you know, what their you know, surroundings were.
Yeah, if it was a bunch of Scottish people, they're like,
We swim in our piss. Of course we can make it across.
yeah, that was just brutal. I mean, imagine like how you know you're like do, and you're like, dude, a fucking river.
Well, it's one thing
Really?
if they had to cross like the Mississippi River and everything like that, but the rivers that they were, or the creeks that they were showing,
Right.
weren't very intimidating to me.
No, but it just shows you how rough nature is and how like boom, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing or what's going on,
Yeah.
you can be gone in a click, you know, because that decimated their fucking cut it in like half.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like everyone's like, "Oh, let's rush through it." Like, dude, wouldn't you listen if you knew like you're could die? I think I better listen to what they're saying. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'd wait for the boat to bring us across. Yeah,
The boat.
the boat, man in the boat.
Oh,
Oh,
hello.
Mhm. Episode 5, the Fangs of Freedom, directed by Christina Alexander Voros, again written by the man Taylor. With supplies short after a food wagon is lost and the river crossing, Yosef reveals that a thief is hoarding the settlers' remaining stores. Shay, Thomas, and James confront the thieves, take back the supplies, and banish them from the group. Wade informs Shay and Thomas the bandits are active in the region. Elsa and Ennis grow closer, and the pair have sex, baby, which Margaret witnesses from afar.
Rivers.
You shouldn't be so loud.
Yeah. Hey, just so you know, when you're fucking outside and everyone's like 20 feet away, they're going to hear you.
And see ya.
Concept.
You know, as my daughter, I really wouldn't mind if you wouldn't if you're gonna fuck the cowboy, like go like a half mile down the road so the whole camp can't fucking hear you.
Down by the river.
Down by the river.
So, okay. Elsa receives harsh words from her mother about her decisions, and James confronts who proclaims his love for Elsa. Meanwhile, a group of bandits ambush and kills the banished settlers, and the remaining settler group prepare for a fight. In the ensuing battle, Elsa is saved by Ennis, who in turn is shot and dies in her arms. Elsa kills Ennis's shooter. Now, what do you guys think about that episode? That was pretty good.
Yeah, that ending was wicked. Yeah.
Rob, are you okay? Are you breathing?
You know, you got me self-conscious.
Anytime Rob's
now.
going like this, I'm like, dude, hand signal, call 911.
You got me self-conscious about breathing into the microphone.
You were drowning us out there for a minute. Like it was like Darth Vader, man.
Rob, did you see the white tunnel?
Oh, hey.
Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee. Ooh, wee.
I mean, the funny thing is that, well, every episode, had its own elements to it, but it just made me keep on keeping on watching. So
Yeah,
it just only
the
got
writing-
better.
The
So,
writing is amazing.
yeah, exactly.
No, I didn't take a hit off the ball.
You know,
The writing's good. The fucking acting's amazing. They said it was a really rough shoot because they're either freezing their ass off or boiling.
yeah.
So they're in Texas in 110 heat with wearing that wool shit, or they're freezing ass, up in Montana.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Montana.
Yeah, I always said that. Like every time like conversations like this come up, I'm like, yeah, if I was a settler, no, I'd fucking die. I'd be one of the first people to fucking die. Fuck this.
Right.
I'm fucking cold.
It's too hard.
That's what
Yeah.
she said.
Right. Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Hey.
It's pretty rough, though, man. If you think about it,
Oh, totally.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, toilet paper. Come on. That alone, I'm like,
Dude,
nah,
no cream
I'm out.
for my coffee. Are you fucking kidding me? What the
Right. Like, I'm out.
I'd be like going like, to each settlement of the tribes. Dude, you got any
Right. Gotta roll my own cigarettes. You know how fast I smoke these fucking things?
weed? Yeah. I'd be like, that's crazy. But it was very interesting the way that they portrayed Native American tribe. Because in the episode 1, that's kind of a fast forward to something you see later.
Yeah.
So just the way that they were portrayed in the positive mode of like, hey, if you want to make a creature alive, you basically have to show respect. And they gave it a different view than any other, show. It's usually circle the wagons, woo! You know what I mean? Totally different. And I'm not making light of the situation, but that's how stupid it looks now in comparison. I mean, it really was a lampooning of the way anyone who wasn't white was portrayed, and it was fucking stupid. But the fact that they gave him the gravity and the proper respect for the operation of the way that we should just like, okay, we should like start talking like it's July 4th or something when he comes back. So what are you doing for the 4th of July there, Rob? It's right around the corner. And oh my God, dude, we should change shirts.
I don't think he would have known.
I know it would take too long. Well, yeah, if I was younger, I'd run get another fucking shirt.
Put white shirts on.
Yeah. I sent the email to Leon and with the whole chat between us four, but so
Yeah, he had said that he's doing some plumbing work at the house and it wasn't coming out right. So
that's what she said.
I said, well, you know us, we're going to be on for a while. So
Yeah. I think he like gets self-conscious, like, oh my God. I'm like, no, dude, it's like if you can come on, it's cool. Like, you know what I mean? We're always here on Saturdays, basically is what's going on.
Yeah.
But well, that's my elbow.
Yeah, right. Got a balloon over there.
Shouldn't have trusted that one.
So
Well, the floor is darker. No, just kidding.
Johnny Booth, the 23rd, April 23rd. I think Nick and Andrew, the lead singer, are going to be joining us.
Right on, right on.
So
Look forward to hearing them. And it's weird because it's going to be interesting for me to talk to them because they're all trained, correct?
yeah,
Like highly trained musicians.
absolutely.
I mean, at the pinnacle of music education.
Right.
They have it.
Nick went to Berkeley in Boston.
Yeah. So and it's very interesting because is it screamo or is it metal with some screamo in there?
it's totally screamo to that's Andrew's style. That's the way he sings. So
and me, I'm not a screamo guy.
me
At
either,
all.
but
the musicianship is fucking amazing.
oh yeah, I never thought I'd be enjoying seeing that sort of concert, but the energy is incredible.
Yeah, and the people that are so highly trained choose that genre, like out of subgenre, out of anything. You know what I mean? And I'm not discounting I'm just saying it's very interesting to hear that at a high talent level,
right? Yeah,
rather than just four guys in a garage.
Yeah,
totally different.
Yeah,
but
and they're actually working on material now. And they're hoping to get to the studio in June, I think. I was talking to Nick today about it, and he said that I'm not sure if he's hooking up with the guys this weekend or not, but they're definitely doing some writing right now, and they want to get into the studio in June, and then they're going to be booking shows. So once the album is done,
right on.
So,
and they have a Spotify channel.
They do. Yep.
And you can find them under Johnny Booth.
Yep. JOHNNY Booth. So, but yeah, they got quite a few followers too. I think the last time I checked, they had like 72,000.
Wow.
So
nice.
They've got when Nick was doing the merchandise 2 years ago, he was sending shirts to Australia and the UK and everything like that, and they sold out. They only got an X amount of shirts and stuff like that, and their merchandise sells out quick. So it's amazing, really.
That's good.
Yeah. So, and then, I am privy to their demos and stuff like that, and they had recorded a couple of songs, and the new stuff. It's not that they're going in a different direction, but it sounds amazing. It really does. So I'm looking forward to once they get everything put together and stuff. It's gonna be great. So
absolutely. And how long they've been a band?
Well, Nick joined, what was it, 4 years ago, and I think Johnny Booth with the bass player prior to Nick joining, I think they were together 3 or 4 years before that. They did have like an EP, maybe a full size or full length CD before Nick joined, but it didn't take him long to learn the style, and that was one of the things that why they hired Nick, is because he could relate to the style, and he brought his style to the band, which they felt strongly about.
Yeah.
So and Nick just meshed with them. He was a fan of Johnny Booth before they even asked him to join the band.
That's cool.
So yeah, Nick would they'd go out to clubs and stuff like that, and I know that that's the guy that that's the singer for Johnny Booth, and kind of introduced himself or whatever, and then they ended up getting in touch with him. So
Cool.
Had him come out and audition, and they meshed right away and brought him on.
Nice.
So, but now, they have,
Are they
One-
based in New York, Rob?
yeah, Long Island.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
And then our buddy Darren Steele has got a couple of gigs lined up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, from what I saw on social media. So
Nice.
look him up, Darren Steele with an E at the end. Go to his show, buy his music. Absolutely.
sweet.
Okay. Moving on to episode 6. Boring the Devil, directed by Ben Richardson. Of course, written by Taylor. Shay attempts to sympathize with the mourning Elsa. The group stops at Doan's Crossing on the border of Indian Territory. There, Shay employs Colton, a cowboy, to replace Ennis and a Cookie, and Cookie, a camp cook, which is the guy who's in every Taylor Sheridan production. Thomas buys a mirror for Naomi, who professor Gilligan, hey little buddy, who professes that she loves him, and his gift means
Love it.
love her.
Oliver.
Elsa confronts a pair of Mr. Douglas, a pair of cat-calling men, and turned her gun on them, causing a standoff, which James diffuses. Margaret gets drunk with Carolyn, a local shopkeeper who is, what's her name? Tom Hanks' wife, and argues with James, and I don't mean that in a diminutive. It's because I can't remember her name off the top of my fucking head because I'm old and drinking. And argues with James about the journey is changing Elsa. I like this episode a lot.
I did too. I thought it was hilarious when they got drunk and passed
Hammered
out.
Oh, totally. He just, where's Bubba? And he's all pissed off, all sweaty and fucking dirty and fucking cowboy, and he's all,
Dude, what is her name? Is bothering me now.
yeah, fucking Rita Wilson.
Yes.
Rita Wilson!
Yeah.
Never even made that connection until right now.
Oh, I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Watched Castaway like 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
It's like, oh, Wilson. Rita Wilson.
there you go. Well, so I wasn't too far away.
Oh,
It
guilty.
wasn't 25 years ago when the movie came out.
Exactly.
Uh-huh. This is not sponsored by this company. Yeah, I got Maker coffee. I got fucking what do you call it? Gatorade.
I got monkey shoulder scotch. See, you made the connection.
Hey, is that your bourbon? You should be drinking some monkey
That's
shoulder.
right. I'm gonna have to see if I can find some.
Monkey shoulder. Yeah, we got to get like sponsored by like a booze company or weed company or something. You know, totally.
Bush Light.
That's right.
Anheuser Busch Light.
Coors Light, musicians drinking water. That's what we call it for fucking years. Yeah, what are
So-
you drinking? Musicians drinking water. It's Coors Light. Yeah.
So when we were talking earlier, or actually group texting, I had told you that since we got out of the dorm life, I have only smoked twice, and you said it's
Marijuana.
different. Yeah, it's different now. How is it different?
Dude, it's totally different. Totally different.
Because
One,
I
you know,
know
back
that
then you didn't know what you're going to get. You didn't know if it was going to be shit.
skunk.
You didn't know what kind of high you were going to have. You didn't know how good it was. Were you getting ripped off? Was it hemp and other shit? You know, not weed.
Oh yeah.
You know, this, that. And so all this stuff's going on with it. There, you're like, okay. And now they've like, through, you know, kind of like GMOs, were designer pot.
Sure.
Science.
Science. Yeah. So no seeds,
Yeah.
no stems really. And it's fucking like, okay. So people are like, oh, you're just smoking pot to get hot. Okay. I buy strains specific to be creative, pain relief, anxiety relief, and hang with friends. And there's all these different things that you can do, and there's different types you can have. Like sativa is what I do, sativa or hybrid, but indica means into couch. So if you want to, like I said, I smoke pot, but I don't get the munchies because I don't smoke the strain that gives me the munchies.
Well, see, that was another thing that I was thinking about, because back then, I don't think it was with you back then. Well, I'm not sure if you and I partook in that.
Oh,
But-
we got high in college.
So just
Hypothetically, in
Well,
the
I-
story that's written in the ledgers of time.
Well, I remember getting smoking with Eric, and we were just, maybe 5 minutes after smoking a joint, you got the laughing so hard
Mhm.
for 3 minutes, and then for 4 hours you're just like, I really wish this was over.
That's funny.
I really wish this was over. This ain't fun. Well, so it's, but just knowing how much, you use it for your reasons,
Yeah.
I don't see you doing the giggles or, dude, I got the munchies, or I
No,
got
'cause
cotton mouth, or
No, because I get the strain that isn't about munchies. That's indica. Couch.
indica. Yeah.
That's sativa is brain high. So it's creativity, it's focus, it's
Right.
pain relief, anxiety relief. You know what I mean? But like I get, this thing, the one joint right in
Yeah.
here. That's a gram. I smoke 2 joints a week.
Oh, no kidding.
I don't smoke all at once.
Right.
I only do a couple. I'm literally using it for pain relief. I'm not going to take a pharmaceutical. It gave me colitis.
So maybe like 3 totes at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, like in the morning, okay, boom. Like the past week, it's been sucky because it's been raining.
Oh yeah, the weather.
So I have chronic pain issues, and that's the thing. So I'll take a couple, not when I'm driving, but when I get home, I'll take. No, seriously, not when I'm driving. But when I get back, I'll take a couple of hits, and then,
Mhm.
But yeah. You'd be proud of me, Jason. I put in 37 hours in driving in 3 days.
You did. Right on.
Yeah, there you go.
Attaboy.
Well, that's all right.
Now,
But,
you do any medicinal, Jay?
No.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can't. You're a trucker.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
man,
Dude, you should try CBD, man. It's just hemp.
For
It's
your
not-
back. For
Yeah,
your back.
there's a little.
changed my life. CBD changed like the way my pain worked.
They say it's a little iffy with the testing as well. Like they're like,
That's bullshit. That's because people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. No.
Yeah,
The CBD that you get, that's straight CBD,
yeah.
as long as it's below 0.003%,
Below.
if you literally ate it all day, in 6 months, you may get a minute trace on your thing, but you're
On your
taking one
thing.
gummy a day.
Yeah. They sent us the company sent us letters about that, and they're like, you probably shouldn't, and
Yeah, no.
it
Yeah,
probably helped.
I used to provide CBD for a lot of truck drivers.
My shoulders are shot now. I'm having like a lot of shoulder problems, and then the back, if I'm not careful, that's ever present. So,
Right?
but yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure
I'm
it'll
getting fucking carpal tunnel and lefty.
help. You better switch.
Never.
Never.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll switch to human. But anyway. Shit. Okay, so 1880.
This segment brought to you by Pfizer.
Oh, hey, that's a triple shot by Rob Armstrong. Let's see. Okay. We did Boring the Devil. Okay, so now we're in
Episode 7.
Yeah, episode 7. Lightning Yellow Hair. Directed by Christina Alexander.
That was probably my favorite episode.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Okay, explain why, Rob.
Well, it not only was it more an introduction to the Native Americans, but it was more of a healing process for her.
Mhm.
And it also gave you the in regards to in relation to Yellowstone, you knew that the Kevin Costner character has a strong Native American support.
Yeah.
And so you kind of, that's how you bridge the two series together. And it, culturally, I guess you could say, or what I'm trying to say. So just her relationship, they're not presenting the Native Americans how they typically do in movies and shows and stuff like that. And
Right. Yeah.
so, and
Very different.
and they were teaching each other different languages and stuff. So it's kind of like, here we are, we can actually live together instead of having the media say we can't. Or the textbooks or the history books that say we can't.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I thought that just bridging the two cultures together, and the Tim McGraw character, I thought was his character was quite done quite well.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's,
and it's interesting to see the flashback in Yellowstone.
Yeah.
With Tim McGraw and the Native family coming in.
Yeah. Yep.
To bury his father, who was Graham Greene, in 1883.
Right. Yep.
On that land, because he said, anyone your family is welcome to be, so that was kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Very cool.
And then they say 7 generations, and Yellowstone takes place in the 7th generation.
Right. Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see, if that, medicine worked.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Dude, the writing is so well done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well done. And he fucking bought that 6666 fucking thing. Dude, it's like the largest fucking ranch.
Oh yeah, that's right. The 4.6s.
Yeah. He bought it, but like you're not gonna have to pay for any production fees on location. Dude, he just saved himself, like he can do any Western fucking. Dude, the dude's fucking smart as hell, man.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Right.
Joe Perry.
Joe Perry.
Anytime you see me bring this up to my lips.
Good.
I can't breathe.
Calhoun and Muskie's Cajun hot stick.
It's a riot. You still have that after all these years, man.
It's hilarious.
Dude, it's been on my desk, every desk since college.
Yeah.
It's always right there, dude. This is
You
fucking
need to get that transferred over to the commercial.
I know it's somewhere. Someone's got something somewhere.
I have a 3/4 inch tape in the attic. Not sure if it's still good, but it's traveled with me all these years. I don't know anybody that has a 3/4 inch deck that could transfer the tape.
Oh, for sure, dude.
So
like I gotta, hey, SVHS. Well, at least
yeah,
there was a connector for it. Yeah.
You got a beta? A
Beta
what?
SP. Shit.
There's got to be a production house around here, though, in the island, on the island, that could transfer the 3/4. I just don't know if it's still good.
Yeah. It's been, what, 25, 30 years, something like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So episode 8.
Okay, episode 8. Oh wait, no, I still haven't described episode 7.
Oh, okay.
So in Comancheria, the settlers pay a tax to the Comanche to cross their land. One of the Comanche introduces himself to Elsa as Sam, a name he took from the man who killed his wife.
Yeah.
The two race their horses. Elsa wins, and Sam nicknames her Lightning with the yellow hair. A storm approaches and tornadoes threaten the group. Selma and Elsa take shelter together and embrace. The tornado devastates the group's wagon and scatters their livestock. The cattle are spotted within a group of rustlers, so Shay, Thomas, James, and Elsa confront them. Separated from her father, Elsa is attacked by the rustlers until Sam and his partner save her. The rustlers are killed with the assistance of the cattleman, Charles Goodnight. Yeah, that the tornado scene was pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure, man. But having done the first tornado, physical tornado, that was pretty fun. We did a built a very good tornado. It was a 50-foot tornado. Compared to 50-foot tornado, like 75.
Your mic's screwing up a little bit.
My mic?
Ah,
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
I think sometimes if you get off access, it has like a noise canceling feature or something.
Joe Perry.
Oh man.
I'm okay.
that was scary, even though we're making fun of it because we love it.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, dude, when the tornado ripped through this fucking place, they're already like half, this just fucking, you're fucked.
yeah. The
Dude,
scary
that was
things, man.
You know what I mean? You're and we're just watching it, in a nice, comfy, it's 40 degrees, degrees below zero in the fucking heat. And they're all like, dude, that was amazing. Totally, man. And then, the action scenes in this are really fucking good. And not like everyone has done previously.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a different respect to it. They're taking it seriously. It's not parody.
Yep.
But I think that. You okay there, Ron?
Yeah, I'm just
Making
adjusting.
sure.
I'm just adjusting myself.
Jason, you all right?
Yeah, dude.
You know what I think now? We should make little things in the corner here, like by our name. Be like fucking heartbeat.
we put those things on our finger.
Oxygen level.
Beep, beep, beep.
When's the next time they got to pee so someone can continue to talk on the other one?
Here's my clip.
What is it?
Here's my finger clip.
Yeah.
I put on
Okay,
put on my finger.
everyone, plug in. Oh my god.
Be like, wait a minute, put the oxygen mask on, get a couple shots of oxygen.
This is great. Yeah.
But holy shit, good thing this show isn't like 24 episodes long because we'd be here till fucking Wednesday. But okay, so so the Weep of Surrender, directed by Ben Richardson. This is episode 8. With most of the settlers' wagons destroyed and their supplies dangerously low, Shay recommends they cut their journey and find land to settle near Denver, Colorado. James and sisters say that he will continue on to Oregon and open the challenge to Shay's leadership and finding the remaining settlers to follow him up the Oregon Trail. Meanwhile, Elsa finds something. She kills a bison that's introduced to Comanche culture. They declare declare their love for each other and decide to marry, though Margaret expresses her growing concern for her daughter, also remains defiant. She announces she will escort the family to Oregon and ride back to Comanche territory to be a sale. The trope fair part of the world. Pretty good.
Good talk, guys. Good talk. Okay, so episode 9. Racing Clouds, directed by Ben Richardson. Jason, you there?
Yeah.
Okay. In Lakota territory, the dwindling group is beset by further tragedy when Yosef is bitten by a rattlesnake, and his wife is thrown from her horse, leaving her comatose and eventually proves fatal. That was fucked up, man.
Yeah.
I thought that was an earlier episode. I didn't know it was in episode 9.
Yeah, I know. It came kind of late, yeah. But they had other shit that happened to them that was fucked up.
Earlier, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, dude, in the same fucking thing. Oh! He fucking gets bit by, and all of a sudden his fucking wife, whack.
Yeah.
Dude.
I know. Came all this way, and then.
Oh,
yeah,
I know, right?
Man, like, fuck.
But
Like,
that was probably reality, right? I mean, it's just like.
dude, it's like, people like
Life
dying
is
of
cheap.
stupid shit. Like, you
Yeah.
wake up wherever you wake up, and you're like, what? A ping pong ball? Are you fucking kidding me? You know what I mean?
I hate when it happens.
Right? Hey,
And-
you did what? No, but
And I mean, didn't they say that like if you lived at like 35 back then, that was old? It was like, I mean, we were like, we'd be considered ancient probably.
Oh, yeah.
dude, we'd be fucking Yoda.
Bring me bourbon.
More bourbon.
Bring me bourbon, or the earth will burn.
Oh yeah, and everyone give me $10,
Right.
or something's gonna smite you and you're gonna burn in hell forever. $10. Because I love you, Joe Perry. All right. So I wonder how long it's gonna be till we start selling Joe Perry shirts. Whispers, Joe Perry.
We'll get sued, man.
He'll come on. Hey, can you guys quit? Everyone's coming up to me, Joe Perry. Everyone's got the whisper.
I was in Senegal, and they're saying, Joe Perry.
Yeah.
Did you guys? Do you remember that movie Basketball?
Yeah, well, I refuse to watch it.
It was Steve Perry in that one.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was done by the guys that did
South Park. Yeah. Every time they were trying to psych out their opponent, they were going, Steve Perry. Steve Perry.
Steve Perry. Here we have the serious look.
Oh, yeah.
It's time for a pipe.
Right.
It's time for a pipe, me friends. I'm gonna
Look
pack
like-
it up with some nice red Irish stout for a fucking pipe and the tobacco of a dragon's loin.
Dragon's loin. Pegasus.
Oh, yeah.
Pegasus.
I got some Blood Red Moon this week. I got a few different
Yeah, that's what it
ones.
was.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good. That's pretty good. I got some Bengal slices. That's pretty tasty. The Pegasus is like, it's okay. It's not my favorite. But
Nice.
I'm kind of into aromatics these days. It's kind of a, more of a straight English blend.
What makes it a straight English blend?
It's just
As
just
opposed to not straight.
styles of, a lot of the tobaccos that have like a topping or a flavoring or aromatics, you'll get things that maybe have like vanilla.
So they
Something to
identify it with something else?
So basically, it's like infused weed, man.
They just categorize it so you sort of kind of get an idea what you're in for before you buy it.
So if you
A
like
lot-
a fruity taste, like you're gonna go this way. If you like
Yeah.
more chocolate or
Cherry
tea.
vanilla.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and there's all different types of tobaccos.
like
Some
I
people-
I smoke Madagascar bourbon vanilla. These little like cigars, they're fucking great,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Have that with a little Burby. Mm-hmm.
and then, of course, all the different tobaccos, the Virginias and Burleys, and then,
Right.
all the different Oriental stuff, Latakias and
You have to
Leeks.
watch. You have to watch Peaky Blinders because I've never seen people smoke so fucking much and drink fucking whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you played a drinking game to Peaky Blinders, dude,
Oh, you're fucked.
and you use like bourbon, you know what I mean?
Well, the bar was the headquarters, you know what I mean? It's like
Right. Mm-hmm.
there were some badasses, though, man.
I gotta get some ice. Hold on. Woo!
So what other shows you watching?
Right now, I'm struggling because everything that I liked, we kind of blew through,
What kind of stuff do you like, though?
It depends. I mean, I don't know. I've been like really into I was to this. I liked 1883, Mayor of Kingstown. But the problem is I just binge everything and then it's over and I'm like, shit,
I watched this series this week called Krakow Monsters.
Ah,
It's very I wouldn't say spiritual. It deals with demons and
Like supernatural.
yeah, supernatural. Good way.
and what's that on, Rob?
It was on Netflix.
Oh, okay. See, I don't have Netflix currently.
Oh, okay.
I need to probably do that.
Well, yeah, I enjoyed it. It's
Yeah.
how many? I forget how many episodes there were, but yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta find something else to for my dinner time TV.
Right. So, Rob, what are you doing for this 4th of July coming up this weekend?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to do fireworks and have like a barbecue. Dude, when you walked off earlier, I'm like, Rob, let's like change shirts and like talk like it's the 4th of July weekend coming up like tomorrow. Just to fuck with them. You know what I mean?
Right.
That would have been funny. And we're like, we're old and we can't move that fast to get a
Yeah,
shirt.
like that's
Fucking-
great. That was a good idea.
But then we didn't think about who we were going to do that to, so we had plenty of time to change our shirts.
Yeah.
Right? Son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not smoking.
No, I didn't think so.
Yeah, but So, did Jason ever tell you about the first time he went to a strip club?
You'll shoot your eye
The
out,
pink,
kid.
the pink pussycat.
And where is Andrew?
That's hilarious.
Hey, Jay, let's go to the 25 cent mixed drink night down at the Culture Club there.
Culture Club.
They got nickel drafts.
Dude, we gotta go to like 13 more record stores to get these fucking stickers so I can like cover my quarter panel.
What if he ever would he probably never would pay for a lap dance, you know what I mean? He probably would just sit in the corner and watch everybody else. It's like,
He just sits close. He just sits really close to guys getting the lap dance. So he
like,
gets
Jay, I'll tell you what, you buy a lap dance and I'll come in there with the two of you. How about that? I'll
That sounds
watch.
just like him.
Just let me watch.
She won't mind.
She on my no worries. But yeah, so this episode is sponsored by Vaudeville Press and soon to be coming out with the book of Vito Bupkes and Reboot Jesus.
It's pronounced Jesus.
How's Vito looking? You plowing through all the red tape stuff? Or?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I'm just gonna release them both at the same time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? At this point, it doesn't really matter.
right.
But yeah, that and there'll be scriptures as well, and that's just the movie script
Yeah.
of all the shorts that compiled together make a feature length film. So
And you're releasing these on Vaudeville Press. I mean, they'll go to
vaudevillepress.com and vincentcustosh.com. Author direct, so you can have like if you get Vito, you can do a for $20 it's signed shipped, and then but the print book doesn't come out for another month. But in the meantime, you get an ebook copy that you can either give away as a gift or read it until the hard copy that's signed gets shipped to you.
Oh, cool.
And for Reboot Jesus, there'll be $25 signed and shipped with, a PDF or a ebook copy of Scriptures
Nice.
together with it. And you can buy both, and there'll be a bunch of different things you can do.
Mm-hmm.
But, things are... Time's getting short. Screaming in there. But, yeah, so it's been a learning experience, but,
Yep.
Cool.
But look forward to going to Macedonia, Iowa in June, where I will be doing, which Rob takes place 45 minutes away from the location of the Prophets of Chevelle.
That's awesome.
And the actual town that we're staying in, dude, you look at the pictures and you read you read it right here, dude. It's the same fucking town, the same fucking buildings, the fucking bar's the same.
Very prophetic.
Yeah, pretty cool. So we're going to go to Omaha and have French food.
Where else would you go?
Yeah, Lincoln,
I mean,
Nebraska. Where we're going is like an hour from Lincoln, Omaha area.
I can recommend some good truck stops up that way if you're into that kind of thing.
With glory holes.
Right. Glory. What? Oh, I put a Hebrew National in there.
Put this hot dog in here.
Dude, fries are overrated, right? Just get the extra pickle and make it a deal.
That's a big deal.
Right. That is a big deal. But, okay. Where the fuck are we?
We don't know.
I think we're Racing Clouds episode number 9, directed by Ben Richardson, written by same dude. In Lakota territory, the dwindling group is beset by further tragedy when... Okay, we already read that. Okay. Oh, realizing that they'll be blamed for the massacre and hunted by Lakota warriors, they attempted to track and capture the culprits, while the remainder of the group are told to stay and explain the situation. Okay. This was very good writing to me, because you have this whole group of people and they don't know what happens till they come upon it, and once they're on, they're like, we just got set up.
Mm-hmm.
So the bandits know that there's a group coming because that's what they do. So they go and they slaughter. I don't know if it was a hunting party or if it was the actual setup of the tribe. I don't remember if it wasn't all of the tribe, but it was the family that was traveling with.
Yeah, it was the wives and children, pretty much, right? And then and everybody else was out hunting, I think, was the deal.
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah. I didn't know if it was the whole...
Yeah.
Anyway, so once they come upon it, and they're like, holy shit, who did this? And they're like...
Uh-oh.
They would have helped the tribe.
Yeah.
And now they're like, fuck, we got to go hunt the motherfuckers down, because now they're going to come after us because we just rode right fucking through it.
Yep, the Sierra Trails.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then also what you pork. So you got all the Germans and the the Swedes and not know what, dude, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
So all this shit happens, they fucking track down and do the right thing, and they fucking take out all those dudes, and by the time they get back, shit's changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was just really good fucking writing, man. Amazing writing.
Amaze balls.
Amaze balls, baby. Okay. So, however, at Cookie's insistence, many of the settlers choose instead to flee to a nearby U.S. fort, leaving Elsa and Margaret behind. Shay, Thomas, and James find all the culprits, members of the Wyoming Growers Stock Association, which basically is a skip forward to, or skip back from the Wyoming Cattle Association that all the dudes in Yellowstone are in. The scattered settlers are attacked, and many are killed by the Lakota. Elsa shoots a Lakota warrior, who in turn fires an arrow into her torso. After Elsa decides to the fight by speaking a few words taught to her by Sam, the Lakota leave. Colton is forced to kill a crazed, partially scalped, arrow-impaled Elena. Elsa receives rudimentary treatment for her wound. James quietly tells Margaret that Elsa is going to die. Any thoughts, guys?
Yeah,
It's
this is
heavy.
the scene that began the entire series.
Yeah.
So that was pretty intense, walking around trying to kill the Indians with an arrow going through her.
Yeah.
Kind of set the mood for the entire series.
Yeah.
So that was
And it was crazy, and she was just a hard ass. She's like,
oh yeah.
you, beep. And it's like everyone's like, oh, it's just an arrow. We've seen cowboy movies. Fuck it, pull it out. Fuck it, it's no big deal. Fucking, you'll be good by morning.
Rub
Exactly.
some mud on it.
Well, no, there's a reason they shot you in the torso, to take your fucking kidney out of your fucking liver, dumbass.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's called strategic strike.
And plus it had bison manure on it.
Yep. So you get infection and
Right? That was the shit.
No pun intended.
Right? Totally.
yeah, and that
Just
that
like
part-
What's wrong with you?
No, man. Dude, this is fucking Labrador, man.
mixed with a little Maui Wowie.
This mixed with a little Maui Wow. I've been chasing the dog for 3 fucking days, man.
Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Little fucker got into my stash, man.
Dave's not here.
yeah.
Dave's not here, man. Holy shit.
Dude, I love that when they're, oh my God, his father, Chong's
What are you
father
looking
is
at? Hey, Strawberry, this is my friend.
like, Don't look at his neck, man.
What's wrong with his neck, man?
Remember
Ooh.
his father trying to get him to get a job? He's like,
Mhm.
you like fruit, boy? He's like, bend and stoop. I got a buddy down at United Fruit.
Uh-huh. Shoot the moon.
Stop it.
Oh my god. Hey, what's your name? Oh, he says his name is Ralph.
You guys realize we have like zero attention span. We're going like this, like
Realize
it's like
we've
two-
all lived together, you fuck.
2.5 hours of like stream of consciousness chaos.
No, we're not scatterbrained.
Absolutely. Yeah. We weren't on last week, so it's nice to like clear the energy. It's like fucking smudging
Right.
right now.
Oh God.
Minus Rob almost fucking dying
Yeah.
on the fucking show. Oh my goodness.
Like
I'll
nothing
drink to that.
serious is supposed to happen on this show, Rob. Can't be joking.
Right? Shit. There you go,
Oh,
buddy.
man.
Clink.
Clink.
How's your ripper there, Jason?
I'm out.
What a guy.
I'm out.
Can you breathe? Can you breathe?
Mm-hmm.
Can be
Yeah.
harsh.
I didn't swallow. I held it in my mouth for a while.
Well,
That's what she said.
Hey, tricks. Okay, so episode 10. This is Not Your Heaven. Directed by Ben Richardson, written by Taylor again. The wagon arrives at Fort Casper in Wyoming Territory to find its possession of Joseph Macaulay Carey, the leader of the Wyoming Stock Growers Association. There is no surgeon to help Elsa, though a doctor confirms the wound is life-threatening and advises taking her to Fort Laramie. Meanwhile, Joseph Legs turns gangrenous and is amputated by James, Shea, and Thomas. And I have to say, this is one of the best fucking amputation fucking scenes ever because it was pretty good, spot on. You've seen a lot of
Oh,
people
yeah.
getting shot at, but this is pretty accurate, I thought. Later, Elsa is treated by a local Crow tribe. Elsa realizes she's going to die and asks to choose her burial spot. The Crow leader recommends a valley in the Montana Territory called Paradise for the Duttons to settle, and that's Graham Greene's character, but proposes that his people will reclaim the land in 7 generations. Forced to leave his wife and son behind to find a spot before Elsa succumbs to her wound, James and Elsa ride to Paradise beneath a tree. Elsa dies in her father's arms. A year later, Shay arrives at the Pacific Ocean, his promise to his late wife fulfilled. He shoots himself on the beach after this fucking hummingbird goes,
The fuck out of here.
what the fuck is it got? I'm trying to go. Why is a bird in my fucking face? But beneath the tree, Elsa dies in her father's arms. A year later, Shay arrives at the Pacific Ocean, his promise to his late wife fulfilled. He shoots himself on the beach. Yosef, alone and on crutches, begins building his home. Thomas and Naomi arrive in Oregon, where they find a location near a river to build their home. Pretty good wrap up. You know? I thought the death scene was very good.
Yep. I didn't cry.
What's that?
I didn't cry.
I didn't cry either. I didn't cry. Dude, I was like, hey, Dad, how you doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, great writing, man. Just, phenomenal, dude. I really thought they did a fucking amazing job on this. That's my total view. Jason, what do you think?
Yeah, it was definitely they went out with a bang on that one. I mean, packed all the dramatic punch right in the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I can't wait for the. Is there any more coming, or is that it?
That's what she
They
said.
said they've signed for additional, but I think what they're doing is like 6 episodes and that's it.
Yeah.
Rob, what's your overall view?
12 out of 12 cups.
Right. Do you think it's better than Yellowstone? I did.
I do like
Just
the
in,
history.
From season 1 to season 1. Boom, boom.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
Yeah, I thought the depiction was accurate.
He means of the white people.
Right.
I do.
That's what you should actually do that. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I mean, I think they got rid of a lot of stereotypes, and I enjoyed that aspect of it. So that's one of the reasons why it's a 12 out of 12 because it would just, here we are. It's like, yeah, there's animosity between the tribes, but yeah, also the settlers and stuff like that. But it didn't have to be like that. So especially when you've got the banditos and trying to doing what they're doing and trying to blame it on other people. So it's kind of like
Right, and that's a great reflection to today because there are other people doing things to make others against others.
Hmm? Yep.
Nothing's changed.
No.
We
haven't learned.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I totally enjoyed it, and looking forward to 1938 or 33 or whatever it is.
2, I think, but you're
32.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, 1930 something.
That's what we'll call that discussion when that show comes out, and we'll do it every week. 1930 something.
Rob was talking. I was thinking maybe we should do a screenplay of like really over the top stereotypes of all, like everybody represented with their respective stereotype, and do a comedy like that.
I had this script that I wrote called "What If." Okay, and this is back in 1993, 4 somewhere.
Yeah.
And the lead character was a slave trader, and it was Eddie Murphy, but the roles were flipped. And it was him selling white people into slavery.
Yeah.
All the white people were slaves, and all I did was flip
stuff. Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But and had like you know, at the time Whoopi Goldberg, you know, like Richard Pryor, like all the like huge
Right,
and
right,
giving
right.
them like the sweet roles of being like the fucking douchebag general fuck who's like fuck the whitey, you know, dude, it was fucking great. But
Yeah.
now it could never probably be.
Oh, I know.
But it was actually funny and it was true, you know.
Yeah. Well, it just occurred to me,
He just
especially
did it
nowadays.
again. Did you see that, Rob? He just
Yeah.
did the alien edit.
Yep.
What?
Okay. Maybe I'm the fucking reptoid. Holy shit. Yeah. Jason, what time is it by you? It's
20 to 1.
11:41 Chicago time. Did you lose time? Yeah. He comes back 3 weeks later. To
Okay,
the
what are you
podcast.
what are you doing this weekend for the 4th of July?
Right. So next week, the episode will be focused on Reboot Jesus.
All right.
And so I have to figure out what's going to go on for that one. But everyone, of course, is welcome. Rob, you're welcome. Of course, gonna maybe have Steve on. So I'm going to be interviewed. So I'll be the guest on our own show, kind of a thing. So everyone's views can be, you know, asked about or whatever, and you know,
Sweet.
totally. But that's what's going on. And then of course, the woman comes in on Sunday.
Next Sunday?
And everything in Easter. Yeah, so Lynette will be here. That'll be
Okay,
totally
cool.
So you're going to be hiding your eggs?
Hey now. Maybe my eggs will be getting discovered. You know what I'm saying? Hard-boiled egg, deviled egg. Anyway, but alrighty. So gonna wrap it up, you guys.
All righty, man.
2:42. So we did a good job again.
Yeah.
And let me see here. All right. So any of you guys or ladies or all in between, if you're feeling down, oh shit. Call. Of course, I have the wrong fucking graphic because I'm old. Call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. It might be the heaviest lift, but you know, pick up the phone, man. There's people out there, and hoping to have a friend of mine who I grew up with, who's doing a mobile mental health thing in Arizona, where it started like 30 years ago with like these hippie doctors, and they send buses out and they do mobile mental health, and they get people in for treatment and everything else, and there's suicide prevention stuff.
Wow.
So so that would be something that would be pretty cool to talk to. And I've known her since we were kids, and we both have suicide in our family, basically. So, you know, her father, there was a situation, it was national news for a while. And so there's that pressure. So if she wants to talk about that, she can. If she doesn't, that's fine. But it's different when someone does something in your family. It's totally different if you're not a celebrity and this pressure and attention gets thrown upon you. You know, totally. So that'll be interesting. And she's a total hippie chick. But, totally cool. But, all right, gentlemen.
All
Jason,
right,
love you, brother. Rob,
man.
love you, brother. I'm glad
Love you, man.
didn't die
Love you,
tonight.
Jay.
All right.
And we'll see each other next Saturdays. Same creativity time, same talking channel. Everybody,
Peace.
peace. Have a good Friday.
This has been a vaudeville press production. Creativity Talking. Everyone, good night.
Good night. Later, people.